Royal Sports where they chat tour for the week and then Friday and then January 23, 2026. Non so abo apawusima enkron samra kopim 10 p.m. Yeah, sports discussions who be here so be join na nyina yaka itira pam ho na afi bibia come. In fact, stories around the Ghana Premier League. Ochina hat so folk ebe at the tier 11 wonders. And after dropping points at home. Our last game on boy against Dreams. Phobians in him said China or may pick you all 3 points. Nafi almost what Gina ye league standings. So I know just one game of bass watch and Yami Adma do one bass on Sunday. And then coaches in some Jamaica Kanya ding now have a room kakra. You have come on it and European leagues no be or China matches are who do or Quasiada do na or stories are far hunina. Is it Chelsea for me mama TSS stories na nam round no and Chelsea coach Liam Rosinho say Kopama one in a dinkomo ama Kopama na say only problem be our Chelsea. And no crash that's in a new Chelsea. Enti Liam Rosinho says our stories ni no no kre. You Nampo kra non kaya no kra say Kopama besu free Chelsea. Na Kopama de say Chelsea who ni su players akese bebre. Hello. Kopama. Na say Chelsea has survived Drogba, Frank Lampard. Omunyina ko Chelsea has survived Eden Hazard. Why mention them? Players akukuda. Players ebabe bobra. Omunyina fi Chelsea has survived. Entim pokra say no krese Kopama. Epeso free Chelsea. Or you play at Chelsea who ni subidana. Chelsea for. Mi busama sem. Kopama na mu ni subidana. Ontimi me kire no ho nkire mo. Even if our story near no krekra. Enti mo man nko. Obekwa mo man nko na because Chelsea nye team ketwa. Wajazie. Hey. Me kwa dem nti bi da so bi bought Chelsea or say me bought Chelsea na. Be say me Kofi. This is Chelsea Football Club. Football Club. Oh, mama no cry from Chelsea Football Club for God's sake. Maza, se Kopama. Obe brofum so simple. Pokum fanin kum. Me dey football me woman with Chelsea for ano no. Amu Chinese we are and me who say yes. Enti matches that in weekend United Arsenal Sunday about Total Sports on Sunday be kan wasem. Sunday anopa na be this match no komo.
Otec 102.9
And
FM.
last week will be a one of the saying panelists I will jabrim so your pon omu pon jabrim na ejina nim hono no busa say United ne City match na ebe ko sen me see United beshe me ka say United beshe no bia tu asiriem your time me ka say United beshe no obi atu asiriem Arsenal for be dem me ka kire mo say league no me dem pese ka Arsenal na eji ba mo hwe yi mo anhwe yi a maso be she Sunday no. You see United akọ be 8 years ni omuntumi sha Arsenal da. 8 years. United ntumi nko share Arsenal da. Arsenal for 2 teams afi even in the state United woman no wakose Liverpool or Anfield. Wache Chelsea. Wache Manchester City. Wache Newcastle. Matches I can say matches head ding and I'm able to tell. Who Arsenal first like go be shared here. But for 2 teams say big teams or more England need now for victims to Man United this season. NT a bit my 10. even though Arsenal are the favourites. Me first sika enkoto United so say United be Arsenal. But as far as me first can enkoto so no nche say me to me hope see be share mo na bi. But I won't put my money on it. Me point no. Enti Arsenal for mfa ntum trim se nyame adoma Sunday. Ye ne mo 10 time. Ebe jimun se Arsenal for. Anyway, so yebema wa last abema updates on the foreign tidbits. I mean stories or games eba so ene the was what tibia no. From a man for mine so the fat transfers that's why January transfer window ni mu. Enti stories be brave for transfers Mati said Tammy Abraham bad team bi England. Former Chelsea striker Tammy Abraham. Na England for na do media grow.
Otec 102.9
Remember Udin e da wo so no. O ma me no papa di o mo de to no. O mo metimi asa two different name. Sa din na e din e de to no o metimi ayi din ni bi. Aka ho ana yi bi afrim na Udin na e de. The Inter Americans are Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham, English footballer, but in chief in Nigeria. And to Tammy now because ya brofudin. Say Abraham de brofudin Babu Mudin. But Tammy no tinie. The Dina Casa de Kevin Ogenetiga Tamarebi Bakumo Abraham. Munti dini you. Kevin Ogenetiga Tamarabi Bakumo Abraham. Enti Tammy nefre. Efi Tamarabi na mu. Mani Tammy Abraham. They are calling botanical names. Omonfanye no man simple name. Tammy Abraham. Hey, that's what I say. Bakusuniye. Ono so ye former Chelsea players is Obama AC Milan. They didn't hear Fikayo Tomori, born in England. Na tini real name. Did not de Oluwa Fikayomi, Oluwa Damilola Tomori. To a dino botanical name na no me yibi. Correct one. No mind Fikayo Tomori. Ti Fikayo ni free Oluwa Fikayomi. And ti Fikayomi no mind Fikayo. Jaka no won pe no mafa Tomori na so. Saa no mo ti England for. Ti bi akra ya wo England e bi ankoma twa wodi ni short kra simple kra. Omo mbo Jonathan. That be o men either John and Johnny. Simple. Ti now Stoke City for a striker be friend Jonathan Walters. And why Johnny Walters? Johnny Evans. Jonathan Evans. We need time for stretchy din da. Me who England ni bia ni din twice be 4. You say bia oye ye encrofu bia ya wo no. Say Bruni ni dia akwa 3. Frank James Lampard. Wayne McRooney.
Otec 102.9
Ashley Cole.
FM.
Like simple. All my life, yes, simple. So, all right. So, young call last one, right? Bana Edim Komaka. So, you're live on Facebook, Otec 102.9 FM page, and so, and live on YouTube, Otec Sports channel, no Kwabinyai. Over share, whilst I will share now the comments, go, ever kind of out at appropriate time. You're from a Kanu, Zamra Kopim 10 p.m. at Royal Sports Live, Otec FM. So, 102.9. Yenasi Kapasi, Eugene Maradona, Walasti, says Candy Kofila be the governor na fe award bonza and I can face about match every ni Division 1 league game ni na ho updates wa ha ya dey ba
Ko enkrofo nkroso na fe ena nwumere ensam no kakra yensa kan nyina no yetimi aye ho adwuma kama na kyesa bebia nso no etimi akwe ne nyina no se uram ewa amanane amamemfanto ne mu se matchesa woto na no baso na yede won sama woto ne nyina eno nso etimi dia ba live na fe update sa woto a eno nso timi won krofo ama so no yetimi aye ho adwuma na won so wotimi ensam ne nyina ama bebia nso atimi akwe ne mom hyane nso ese yete ne sem anwumere se ne ye ba Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies omo boy na fe no omo nsom asoyemo ama de tiane se amanane nsam na nyina yetimi de aba ama bebia nsom atimi akoye kama o temi nkan na anwumere na wane gyewo nsam ansanchu adwuma na nkasa onsom opese wo bia Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies no ana wada ma bedi tuja se onso bana fe no yede wa fantetie mu kama ama bebia nso no etimi akwe enti channel nso se wodie news na opesa wo ka se wodie na nkasa na sports no ana wonso opesa o present na fe o present ni here yebetimi akire wo kama channel nso nso program hosting no yebetimi akire wo na fe yasewa mo ye nam na wonso na ba be ye ne kama channel nso ye tie ne se video and audio editing no yebetimi akire wo na fe ni nyina nso no timi akoso kama o timi nkan na anwumere na fe TV so ana wonso opeso baba ya adwuma na fe o ya bibia nso timi koya Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies na bedi tudwa esem baba na fe niam na nyina no eno nso timi akoye kama ente na anwumere no beba chode yetie ne sem o pomade no ba Otec FM ha oba Otec FM ha ni nyina eno sem nso baba made na fe ne yetie ne sem forms no waba be pekene kama na wonso washase aba be gentete na fe nsantu adwuma ne nyina no wonso ashase o na fe watimi aba aba bibia nso atimi akoye kama entanyimre sa wotimi nka na wodi na nkasa no okuta wasi ya na se SSC certificate no o qualify ubetimi abasan so na mamemfanto ne mo esem odi na nkasa no we ela voliva onso otimi aba mature students a mobro 25 years kuma ne mo no Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies na bedi tudwa esa brama bibia nso ntimi nkoye kama watro exam tifie eno ene ye fe na waiting results ro onso beba na fe no o form ne nyina watimi aba be pick na fe no entete no onso na jewode ama ne nyina nso no timi akwe entene nyina Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies na mede to no sabo made na ne nyina nso no entimi enkwe kama entisha nso ese numbers ne o fana woni mpanimfo nso no timi abon koma kama ne nyina 0547 823 005 0547 823 005 and answer 0243 842 007 we know Otec School of Journalism and Communication Studies asuye no ana me pacho me do amonso na wonsam na etimi dia ma ama bebia nso no etimi akoye yentensem na afeniam fast stories awudo ne nyina eno nso entimi mara na chase bebia nso no entimi nkoye kama me sha ase de efra bibre mu ha onum sam nchai bia ana afcon no eno nso ne powe na me pacho ewie afcon no wonsensam no ensem pina na eba ne ma no owro ne tin na de haji wo send of papa number ababe kasa wode na no to nsensem no mo adedi nkomo pi no wuro ne tiri anha gedi of no ana de o kan se amanfo se final game no asa de be ba yenti no amanfo de hin shinsam krampo no kasa ai Morocco man no de omo ye ne nyina enye ana fe organization ne nyina no afa manfo nso kasa ade no omo ye no asa ne nyina krampo no omo nso bo ade a ye fe ne sem ne fe ne nyina atimi atogo ano owura ne tim ade de yete ne se anha gedi of no o se yankam wo bia so ntimente asa mu omo kekasa Morocco eto referees ana de atiane se results awudo na omonsom enya ama bibia timi akọ omo favor no wasemu nim de amoka ne nyina ne se adwuma na aye na nkasa no eno aye football adwuma no obeye den wakasa o to referee wom se referees na nkasa omo mistakes a omo yeye ama bibia nsom atimi kwe wase football se obewini ana se obelusu aye pitch no so ana wan kasa no won so obomode na chesa wanya ne nyina na de oka ne nyina no ene sem eye ade a ye fene se afcon e kwa so Morocco no ono de oka Ethiopia ese Morocco man no o check infrastructure sa won so ade gu wa na chesa no wo hye pasan so no ana logistics awodo omon so eye adwuma ma bebia nso no eno so atimi koye ose ye ba be start tournament no eye cheche na Morocco to ye ne nyane sem eye facilities a omo progu wo ane enwo adwuma omo ye no na atosem ade na nkasa no eno so ebetimi ayefe nemom o kan kire bia wo wiase asa afcon ye bo wie no se upeu se umpo obeka chiro bia se afcon no eye one of the best yetimi ho e wa bibrem ha ne nyina na sem adwuma na nkasa no ono nso atimi observe be ama ne ma ne nyina nso atimi koya ye de ne nyina ano nso atimi ya todwa na oka chiro bia se Senegal ene Morocco nso no omo nso connect entinye we ana chese e ba be draw ade e friend se bad blood de ya to omo ntemo ama sansam ne nyina no ano nso atimi yakoso ye de ne nyina ano nso atimi ya ba we no El Hadji Diofa obo adema de yete ne sam ya Senegal man no eti dwuma ne be adema club Saudi wo Europa yete won sam ne nyina ano som atibidi apa no na me pacho Morocco man no ma no memfon to just a latest report na nyemre men senka and sam ya simpanifo ne be ansom Morocco omko the Royal Football of Morocco no omo company fo no agwa ka kira ma say there bi o mo say Alonso ma do the coach ne ho ma beda wo na we de enkafala o se no oni club ye betimi ne dinkomo na World Cup ya ye koi no enkawaba enti Alonso nie na yafa Andras Iniesta de na kano na fe omumienu na di Morocco man no ensom ewram ewo World Cup na se our United States of America, Canada, any Mexico me ba cho owra ne tin ade for Zileja was hey master mo ka se Alonso no na yeye man o madeda enkono ankasa no wanya adwuma enti ono ankasa ne de wode to man mo as far as oye pani pa adema Morocco omonsom football federation no ade ba ko betimi aka ene sem owura ne didi Alonso no onfa ne ho se madeda pamona onfa ne musuo ntina ne baabi ono de onye ready esem ono so abeje papa ne didi Alonso no ewo Morocco omonsom national team no mo yesi owura ne din ade for Zileja no se ono ene ekwakoba asa omo pam papa ne din ade Walid Regragui eni pa waye na adwene esa opos wodi adwuma ne mano no ukaya mede ba beto wanim week we mo esa owura ne tin ade de yetene se Tariq Setui ono ana ono ankasa no apesa odi adwuma ne nyina ano nsom atima ma na afe owura ne tin ade Yusuf Haji ansom ababa ye na assistant na afe papa na did Andros Iniesta so no ababa ye de yetene se director of football ade ama Moroccan Federation no ano aya kakra na nyimere ano nsom atimi aba ani ye de ne nyina ano nsom atimi de ama live Otec so no ye nwora ma na afe min konkodi nkomo ne be awo chese klampa na tin ade Al-Nassr kwabra mame Sadio Mane picture no on say yabo AFCON na wie na me pacho yabo AFCON ni wie ye no de wo mo ne say owura ne din ade Sadio Mane or your winner our AFCON na say waje gold medal no ade ato ne kom kama ama owura ne din ade Sadio Mane no mame mfanto no se na nkasa no oronsom eye so for our Africa ha owura our Al-Nassr o dijuma pa ama be bia nsom atimi akwe ene owura ne din Sadio Mane a report wa kampa eno eye Al-Nassr boboko no ama so ye wa bra owura ne din Sadio Mane koye no na efe kra kwa mo amu Facebook na so mo YouTube no so no me ba cho mo made na fe no mo we video ni be esan sem owura ne did Cristiano Ronaldo and Al-Nassr players no amo nyina ya adwuma ne nyina de ama no ama chese bebi anso no eno nsom atimi akwe enti eye video no eno na ekono ama chese bebi anso atimi akwe no we eye owura ne din ade memfanto no sa Sadio Mane no ene ya de ne nyina nsom atimi de ama bebi anso no eno nsom atimi akwe the same thing na owura mo awo chese hila boboko no mu a owura ne did Khalidou Koulibaly K2 ono de cake ni ye ma no kwabra video ni lodu me wi amede beba na fe no nsom atimi apa na me pacho Khalidou Koulibaly ekoye no ono de ne de ye wi ye no ye tamba for de chane nsamsa be ma sekan ni o ntitwa cake ni de ekokoba ne say ya na wankasa no onso obomade na afa watimi atwa na watwetwa ne nketenkete am opia enso atimi ayibi de di ama bibia nso atimi akwe enti boy a anasem owura ne din ade de atie ne san Khalid Koulibaly no me ba tone club ba Osei Akoto mu no amonsom receiving e kama ya dini nyina eno nsom tibidi atodwa yeni nkomo pi na fe yenwura mo ewo Europe na de wo mo say Europe no me ba to enanyumre ya Liverpool bobo no accept offer e de free tournament pay for Andy Robertson enti say Robertson no ram our tournament pay ne yana sa hospital bobo no ade ba ko ne say injuries ha club ne pa na chese o run it kudu somo ane memfanto no say Richarlison mo oma prepra akire wono no aye players awuto pina no ansom wo injury list ne so a eno ana akam wo ma Liverpool bobo no omo te wana tournament team no omo de 27 million pounds table so say pam buyer Liverpool bobo no omo say omo giatomo until Robertson and the side and it did a tournament anyway. Now for personal terms no we are player no on some akoti juma yama club let him added the tennis space I didn't no and on some ultimately atoja now I mean confirm is a Liverpool bobo no AJ Andy Robertson amano kono report I mean say can no and it's a Liverpool so no almost say anya bia oba de esa uda ukunachi a o ma wo sra so ade to ne so no wa wo dia enti oma o player bako oma de ne fam Roma se mu akwa den na omu twa bia di anya sika wo ho a esam oma we call boy no ema ne ba eno owura ne din ade Constantinos Costas Chimikas boy no the amen second and enyimre no and sa Liverpool bobo no and some akache Roma team no esa ni manimu ya Costas Chimikas so no and san returning of Amra Mepimo our Anfield Road Stadium no fe juma no and some Amra Metwa so ama bibia so no and some team koya ya didin nyina and so tibidi atodwa me ba cho uram e wa Chelsea bobo no mu a okay Mikhailo Modric boy way on sa ye bane no na mebacho adie bia ewa hyase no ewa na wie ye de tie ne se owura ne dire Mikhailo Modric American asem no ne suspension no apa na wie ye ama de me tetie ne se after this weekend game mebacho Chelsea bobo ko ne bono owura ne din ade Mikhailo Modric nso no ye se empanifon ne bedi nkomo na fe Chelsea bobo ko no ono som asaba na de tie ne se training na wodo no ono som abawrama ye ne kama ama bibia nsom atimi akoya ye dede nyina eno nsom atibiri atodwa na me patron City mu ana eyama adwene se City bobo ko no ama wie ama sensan awie no me ba cho de binya sa na ti o City awram awarene mamen confirm ase owura ne tin ade Jeremy Jake de amen se kana na nwumere no ane se ya se akaka kria bi na City ne boy na wie ama ne rene nso atimi awie ne nyina ne se City fo ne te ese Chelsea bobo kono pe Jeremy Jake na se ne Gajola no pe boys a eni brawo mafa omonsom hungry for success into run it and Jeremy Jake no one of the players me ba chop papa ni tiri Gajola no onsom ehun se obetimi rely on boy no ama adwuma ni nyina nsom atimi akwe enti Jeremy Jake nso no enche bia abaya here we go na fa adwuma no anonsom atimi asemi remo United bobo kono mo na me pato Manchester team no player bakua na nsan no meka kire sa na chese controversies surrounding the pano aye Kobe Maino tafuni ba na Kobe Maino ana yebusa owura ne din ade Michael Carrick asa yeura na boyi watafu yi ana osi da bi o tafo se tafo de se ye no obi awa na yes Kobe Maino ofri tafo no so onim na Kobe no se yankasa no na boy na nkasa nkrofo ka ai ana obefri Manchester akọ ana player na nkasa no na nyi onya bi mo se yankasa na boy no situation no ano so atie ano na Michael Carrick say yamfanto yam wo bia so ntimente as a Manchester aya club baako a omo pe young players a na chese mo free club no omo youth level no ano so eba na fe ano so atimi aboa ose saade no ane yade atwa Manchester Fuma ne nyina ne sɛ players awodoɔ ɛfi academy no mu na afei ɔmo wura senior side no ama ne nyina nso atumi akɔye na wokyɛke owura ne din ade deɛ ɛtɛ ne sɛ Kobe Manu a anyɛ bia last week mu hɔ ɔhu sɛdeɛ boy no ɔdane City players no te sɛ kɔkɔɔ no ɔtɛne de to bonkum no wadane de ato nifa na afei City boys no ɔmo nso ehim gu nifa ne bonkum kama ɔse saa deɛ ne bi ana deɛ ɛteɛ ne sɛ ɔno ɔpɛ so ɔhu ɛwɔ Manchester deɛ ɛteɛ ne sɛ ɛyɛ players a ɔmo soso no so yɛ na ɔno ɔbaeɛ no ɔne owura ne tiri Kobe Manu yɛ adwuma ama kyɛ sɛ player no ankasa no ɛnneɛma nso ɛtumi akɔyi ama no sɛsɛ adeɛ baako a ɔno nso ɛbɛtumi aka ɛne sɛ Kobe Manu no ɔsate ne yɛ adwuma no na boy no wɔ between 13 ne 14 years na sɛsɛ kura mpo no a sɛsɛ na mɔtɔm ne baabi nkurɔnwi no ɛno ɛna ɛkyɛ sɛ boy na matro enti kakra owura no nso ɛbɛtumi atu level a Manchester supporter bia no ɔno nso ɛbɛtumi apɛ wei no ayɛ according to Manchester ɔmo interim coach a ne din ɛde Michael Carrick na ɛde sansam wei nyina ɛno nso ɛtumi de ato dwa menkoma no mu na memfantoɔ no mu sɛ owuram ɛwɔ Europe a deɛ mensɛ ka ne sɛ yɛsɛ clubs awodoɔ ɛde Julian Alvarez akyi na papa ni did da ko deɛ yɛsɛ de bia sɛ otim Julian Alvarez mpanimfoɔ no so ɛsɛ mɔmɔde yɛ no mu a o unim sɛ baasa no deɛ boy ne ba na ni bɛgye pa na players no wɔ hɔ a ɔmbɛbɔ bɔ na ma ne dada enti we no yɛko sɛ yɛwo sɛ bra bɛko ɔso no a ɔmpepere wo ho awɔ deɛ ɛteɛ ne sɛ ɛyɛ akuraba ho nkɔnkɔte kokonua bia enti owura ne di Julian Alvarez no master club sa wo do ɔpɛw na mmom no ɔba baasa ɛyɛ fala de ma wa ɔnsom ɔbɛtumi ayɛ adwuma enti yɛse de kogo so ɛnsom ɛbɔmɔden no afei no ɔno nso atumi convince player no ɛne kyɛ sɛ ne company sɛm ɛyɛ baasa tim no ɔba bibia betumi akoye ɔhyɛ no nso sɛ mediaba beto dwa ɛsɛ Atletico Madrid bɔbɔkɔ no ɔmo nkasa no ɔmo nyɛ ɔmo atwene sa ne manim ya ɔmo manakɔ na mmom no ɔmo prepare life after owura ne tiri Julian Alvarez sɛ bia ɛkɔkɔfo ɔmo mo ɛsɛ ɔmo te hɔ na afei boy ne bɛka kyerɛ ɔmo sɛ me anamba yo obi ankyekyerim yo enti mesrɛ mu a we deɛ afa aba emu ɔhwam me pɛsɛ me kɔ a ɔmo ayɛ ɔmo atwene sɛ Gonzalo Ramos body ma PSG no okay last week mu amede beto dwa asem ay Atletico Madrid team no betimi akonwo akodi nkomo eno na ma Arsenal ana fe Barca manyina no nso ewran ahwese bibia nso no betimi akoye latest club ba me patro nso join the race no aye de tene se Chelsea the Blues se hwe de Liam de la ba ya wo ye de we de kotobe ku ma pa ntino se omanfo mo wadwene na Julian Alvarez mo no pe no omampe bi amu omama ade na nkasa nso ntimi mwa eno aya kakra me pacho uramo awade yete ne sem aya Atletico Madrid boboko no ana Europe ya tene nyina ano nso etimi aba ya tene nyina no ano nso etimi de ato ya se papa ne tiri antra better enkusu tinkomo asam obete sama market na se ne nyane se players awuto pina no ensom e wo honoma amonso peso mo de wo ba na kyesane ma na nyina nsom etimi koya ya dere nyina ane nsom etimi de atodwa ye wrum na fe ye din komo pe awo Kylian Mbappe so so ye enti join the Facebook no aye Otec 102.9Fm Otec 102.9Fm YouTube no aye Otec sponsor bana fe wa like me ba cho like ya sana fe no we are wase che no ehun hia pa ababoa na fe ano nso atemi akọ esansa o share enipa na o share ya wabie ma ohwe no oba like enti o like no na o share the gum na fe no enkrofo nso pomade like ne kama ama chese bebia nso atemi akọ o we are comment awudo no wadama na o de ato na fe yatemi rete wa bra show ne nyina no ano nso atemi akọ so meaning komo amfan free score 90 almost say ya na nwumre kwabra mamo picture no na ya hwe se de ebesiesie me ba cho score 94 say ha se sie ya ene date no aye January 23rd no omo de omo compile omo de ne nyina wie se no probability as a Ballon d'Or no ya ka hwan na betimi age no omo se Kylian Mbappe ne de ya 26% en woda soro no Lamine Yamal akwada nyame aha me anam tu ne dia kwada nyame yese boy no ne dia no 18% na chase ne so ne dia no Harry Kane ana tosom yensa 16% ɛna Allen Bartalad ɛnso ɛdeɛ no ɛyɛ 9% wowura mu a na kyɛ sɛ deɛ teɛ ne sɛ ɛyɛ Arsenal akwadaa na ɛti Declan Rice nso no ɛyɛ 9% nti according to score 90 na kyɛ sɛ top 5 no deɛ teɛ ne sɛ Ballon d'Or no ɔmo muli di race ne nsɛm ɔmo bɛgye no ɛne yɛde ne nyina ɛno nso ɛtumi de ato dwa no memfa ntoɔ no mu sɛ wowura mu na wode di nkɔmmɔ ahodoɔ a ɛno nso ɛtumi aka Madrid bɛbɔkɔ no ana mepakyɛw deɛ teɛ ne sɛ yɛse ɔne Trent Alexander-Arnold atena se adi nkɔmmɔ aka akyerɛ ne sɛ Trent mepɛ w'asɛm paa o ano ase saa ano ase me po asem na nokure wo ho no me no wo ka aya na ho nya hi ano ase saa kochi nokure wo no ase ai ma me ka nokure bi nkyerɛ ho madu na na abaye no nokure nie ade baako paa ne se team no onka mo plans hu asa niema bi na ye ma ye ba be fa wo de wo baye enti sesei paa no de tie ne se wan kasa ogitum na ofri Madrid da ebeboa wo paa ama bibia timi akoye ne nyane sɛ team ne contribution our pitch no so both offensive and defensive ne nyinaa no adeɛ ne sɛ unua wontwa tawuwom enti yɛ ka kyerɛ wo media me coach a me yɛ adwuma no ana ma yɛ adwuma no nso akyɛ sɛ wo kae sɛ mabɔbɔ ne bi da ana wase abalo adeɛ me nkae sɛ wabɔ bi sɛ na wase enti no sɛ wo free ha chairman ɛbɛboa po ɛbɛwoa nkasa ama bibia nsom atimi akoye entowura ne din ade de ɛte ne sɛ Alvaro Arbeloa ɛnsom deɛ mense ka no ɛne sɛm ane Trent Alexander-Arnold de ti san kɔmɔ no ayi na sote ama deɛ mense ka ɛne sɛm ɛyɛ player no deɛ ɛte ne sɛ edu sama na ɔno nsom ɛbɛtimi akɔnsida sɛ Madrid bɔbɔkɔ no ɔbɛkɔ ama bibia nso no ɛtimi akoye kama hyɛ no nso ɛsɛ Bayern bɔbɔkɔ no ayi wɔn ti sɛ ɔmo nya Trent Alexander-Arnold ɔmo pɛ yaso wuram ɛwɔ Italy a clubs awodoɔ ɛwɔ hɔ sanso ana yɛtie ne sɛn ɛyɛ France nso no clubs ne bi pɛ no even England a ofiri hɔ nansenya no yɛse top teams ne bi ɛnya Trent Alexander-Arnold a ɔmo nso ɛne bɛgye paa sɛ ɔmo bɛsan de no ba ɛwɔ Premier League no mu ama bibia nso atumi akɔyɛ a yɛde sansam no nyina no ɛno nso ɛtumi de aba mebakyɛ Jurgen Klopp ɛyɛ nipa baako a sɛsɛ no ɔbɔ Madrid adwuma no a ne wa body attack no na de bia ya mebusa se Arbeloa ewi ni 6161 say ya ebekwa say ya na o me be ma Klopp na ba me ba cho na nyimre dia men say ka ane se uram was Spain a reports are to dwane se ya se Klopp no didi nkomo bi award ye tie ne se Germany ama waka kire mpanifo ne bi se ono se Madrid adwuma no omo de ma na e bia Madrid ka kire ne se omo man full control over the departures and after signings club na nkasa beye anya say bia babe ka kire no what the tie ne say what odwan awie now san kura ne dua na kyesa wan kasa no ye twene kɔ nanim a now de ne ba na chi enti ono manager no o ma me na adwuma na afi no ɔte wono ma wo babe ka an ye kura ne ye wo ba ye na player we no obɛboa pa esan sɛ ugine di na wo de na ba ma men confirm asa de tie ne sem owura ne din ade Klopp no ye so obɛpɛ asa full control obenya omo kɔ anu omo ba na dia mense ka krampo no anesa report ne beto dwa no yeso run e de Klopp enipa mienu a ono se otu ne nese Madrid ne on person obehu omanim number 1 aye fellow men dinam se case edi akwa ne sa ankrofo te be bi nyama mi no sa fellow men di no boy no what na se prasa season no obehu anu aba no abo bia be too much sebe atoa so no okọ 3 months 4 months obehu na season ante na cheso no so much so obo no aye kakra bi no odisika hye ne kwa enti na so owura ne tin ade Jurgen Klopp no so ba boy sa boy no obaka champion for say sa France ni no mo mani mpe ba bi mfa kra ansa no maba number 2 aye owura ne tin Dani Caballero Ramos enti se ko bani say asa Jurgen Klopp eba na Dani Caballero kodi ya me ba chori ya men se kan se owura ne tin ade Trent Alexander-Arnold nso no obetwen ama Klopp aba na fe oba waba be assess situation no se e bi a manager no ensom agetum sem ono Trent Alexander-Arnold no ono nsom ehia ne dia lectures only a pele bit enough. I know and some and some timi atoja and you didn't some timid upano. Mebacho earlier on intro no Ote said the boss player here we go no wajuma already did it Tammy Abraham are you back Premier League anymore the woman said Besiktas bobo kono ana the tennis so kaya ebe last week mo na me be to wani say Tammy Abraham no the tennis say Danny Dean ade Aston Villa omo ko Besiktas fo no aso omo kodi nkomo ema Besiktas enso bomaden say yeah nya address ya ton sesia o and obi ka che Villa fo no say hey boy na ya de na ma Besiktas fo no lo onyo omo player entimo pa munni nkomo ewo Roma fo na so ye na bibia nso ntimi nkoe ana omo ya no omo se sa entomo hyase ani Roma bobo kono enso adi nkomo ema bibia nso timi koe anu mu na Besiktas san ba ye say ye na boy no we ho mo de yate se lo na mo pe no enti de yate se lo na okay yate bibia betimi akoe anu na Aston Villa didi nkoma ama Roma bobo kono anje tuma men confirm asa aye 21 million euros plus add-ons and I say ni die men say kano and say Aston Villa and some other for Tammy Abraham ama chese here we go bell no I also add a good point so enti Aston Villa team no on some ba ama bibia so no etimi ankoye kama ma memfanto animo esa yese ne uram Otec the tennis Aston Villa bobo konim panimfo no ano aye directors no yese amo ko ho no ma deal ne nyina no ama timi akosili ne kama ama boy no amo some ade ne bana fa adwuma ne nyina no watimi aba be bone kama ama ne nyina some akoye ya tene nyina ano some timi atodwa meba to Madrid bobo krono awa akwada bi ya feno Brian Bulgarin na boy ne yase ball hey ma telami yama ana ma hunu dia tiade se Gonzalo Garcia mo ana Andre Kemone na nam Europa yase pe wo dia pe so fa bi na chance ye per screen bi ani efe se Joseph Town is players na from next season kono Orani did the Brian Bulgarin memfon to name as a boy we no aya talent bakwa yaso ram our Madrid amoso casti yawa and panifone so mawie akura we ye pay no ano no na no na bebe to just say PSG team no and Liverpool and afa Borussia Dortmund nyina yeso no mo na mo akeka kira akura no as a hey Madrid na dia wote ho o talent na be hye amako akofa foforo de na bawo na ono nsom aba ba ya adwuma no ama bibia nsom atimi akoye enti de wo mu no ane se anye bia Madrid no se omo ankasa no watena na chesenka wugya omo ho no oba o nte ho ane akwakofa Kylian Mbappe di na ba o nte ho ana Vinicius Junior boye wo de wa ankasa no o Madrid nkwada no no hwe nkwada ebe yes nie omo timi aba ba bo Madrid da bo ne ye enti omo start convince boy no ama Madrid ene sa omo academy ho a abrante ne din ade Brian Bulgarin no memfanto ane mo se Madrid bobo kono omo ma ne contract ya se wa sign until 2028 ama se ne release clause da no so no 75 million euros on mama ne nam ho ene ne nkoma na fe whatever ne de na ko enti Madrid team no ansom aya adwuma ma boy no ono som atimi sign contract ya de sansam ne nyina no ano som atibiri atodwa meba to Atletico Madrid bobo kono asante offer e de awram awo bonsa team no mo na omo kwa aya boya ono so ne din no on se mababa kan wa ha se de atiane se Bansa midfielder ne did Casado says Atletico Madrid bobo kono pe player amana ba na mfimfin ho wababa ya ho adwuma na de atiane se Atletico Madrid ade akwakoto Bansa nim asa amo pe boy no on loan na on loan no na fe amo the purchase option and that shame ano aye 30 million euros se season ni pa na wie ya lectures no som atimi akoso yesi Atletico Madrid bobo kono amo de amo lelo eno amo sagu amo bo amo twen Barca esa Barca bobo kono amo som obetimi respond na fe no ani ma nyina som atimi akoso ye de nyina eno som atimi atodwa meba cho uram awade ye tene sem na side na didi OGC ni sia memfanto yasem na hono no na chesensem pina no eno som atimi abane mo no menin komo pi awo liu bobo kono mo ansan ma ba OGC ni setim no mo na de tene se papa ni tin ade Bruno Genesio aye adwuma adiama liu bobo kono me ba chori yete ne sa papa ne de koto mpanimfo ne nim asa he ono wontwan wo bi ama me pam no na bia ne CV so asai ade na nkasa no omo boy ade tia Celta Vigo abo yete ne sa Europa League no mo ama Celta Vigo ayo omo femfram ade no se obi ampam wa obekọ obi anku wa obewu ento no ontwan wo bi me pam no na niam nkoye bi si basama no ono de to mpanimfo ne nim asa opeso kọ ama bibia nso timi koye na me pacho Bruno Genesio ade kokoto kraba ne dilile anim no me pacho wuro ne tin ade Olivier Letang ase hwa o kama papa ne dide Bruno Genesio asoate ase ono ana fa na adwuma eno ono ana appoint ne ho ase oba ba ya adwuma ade ama Leo Bobo kono ente so ono onyi na dia onye ne krata bia ntumu ne anyi ntumu kina ente papa ne nkoso na fe ono nso ama adwuma ne nyane sa resignation letter oya na chensam ade ma ayaka klaba ne tin ade Leo no he omo no omatesa asam na bre ana defeat no enye ne ana club na nkasa nso ba be hu bie enti adwuma ne nyina no dia opeso kana sam ono nso ka kire mpanimfo esem owura ne tire Bruno Genesio no opesa papa ne to so na fa adwuma ne nyina no ono nso atimi ya ne kama na bebia nso atimi koya ya densam awuto pina no ono nso atimi dia ba me ba ya stories awuto pi na mo memfa wantwim se to nanka ba mesa no aye mesa of the moment wadama unu numbia ebabwa wo pa blood circulation no ebetimi akoye na fe no me ba chori yete ne sem anwodin ni nyina no onsansom atimi aka on said yete ne se donek no ebeboa ama blalle pesa ewo wankasa no omogya ne no bebi ansom ebetimi akoye entana nwumere no me ba cho saudi e wakoma ne paw periperi sa utena so wona so peja sa wonya accident ma wonkasa no emu obu na atoa ye ne pains unya wonkasa na nkasa no ebi akoba ne se emu amu na emomo no atofre ho ana asansi ani unya pains wo mo me ba cho doneka ba me chana no ana wote wo to so e ma ne mema na moda na jo mo tonso ntentem no doneka ba me cha ana me mfanto dwa asam nso obaba maten na fe no de tie ne san watimi anu numpe ama bibia nso atimi akoye we aye mixture of the moment e ma na mo bum nsa menses no entimi flow ye e bonso aye clot no aye doneka ba me chana ana me pacha wo no numpe na afe no etimi asane mo jam na aboa ma office no anu nso atimi aye adwuma ye me ba cho oboard ye ne pa ye de aye doneka ba me chana eno ana ama aduro no eyi akeche eyi nkonya sa no ne nyina anesa ye de pepre hwentia esoro wisa efom wisa ana afenso de yetene se akekaduro ane memfanto anemo asa enua aka no ene ye de ye enti unumbia utimi say yes sapronims no ewompa bua ma bibia nso atimi akoye enti ayedonne keba mecha no ana na nyimere me de tudwa asam onunu mpina fe aboa wo kama ama ne nyina nso atimi akoye mecha no bebua ama chesede yete ne san o mema sam na abofom no ene ye Friday we unya ne baabia o this is better sweet marvelous smooth chasame hudi amenka dynamic what Friday ekoba ne say ya bema mo wani nye na edru Friday say now we bema na wankasa ne wani nyia na chese wiase a obaye no oba ne say me say edru Friday bema so se kan ne fanante esanse mo amaware no weekends no edru a ubewo fie na wapa adwuma na de atia ne sa o sekan no enya nama no na ya na wo nam down te sakotre no ofemfam ba te sakotre wadama nom to na krebe ababuwa na afe no ama wo mensa nyina temi aba lecture sa wo nso watemi aba adwuma kama ama bibia nso watemi akoye doneke no ebe boosti chese watenka no ana hunso no ema mwode na pemo na wonso wo pa adwuma watemi de yawo eno na me say wo de be sharpna wo de be wobre wo de be pompalupa kofi kono bono aye doneke ba me chana ene eno no na fe de aye sa adwuma no ba bia tonton no pia no wadama urama obenya bi nemom no wo de wo mpe na ebi ni ho integration anan pia na bra Otec FM ha oba Otec FM gate wa ofa solo ewo ho ono ankasa ne nua ye tene se chairman opon omo na ye chief land gas ewo ha ombe ma obi anasa ombe kirewo ɛsɛ ɔba wo sɛ wopɛ donek tiedi ne ye wopɛ donek yes ɔmbɛkyerɛ wo sɛ kwaha wobɛnya bi ɔmo na ɛbɛkyerɛ wo sɛ wokɔ front desk a wobusa Esther wobɛnya bi na afei no watɔ ne kama donek ne yi nkonya enti no nom bi na wo nipadua no nso no ɛnso ɛnya mfasoɔ no bi doctors no ɔmo wɔ nom yɛ ayaresabea yareɛ bi da wo so anaa wode hyia bi so a ɔfɛ number wei sɛsi a donek ne wo nsɛm bisabea no ɛyɛ 0547 823 005 0547 823 005 anaasɛ 0243 842 007 0243 842 007 ɛno ɛyɛ doneke ba mehyɛ no nkɔmmɔ ana mɛdi ne nyinaa ɛno nso tibidi ama no mewura mu no afei no mɛdi nkɔmmɔ awɔ Leipzig bɔbɔko no mɔ mɛbatwɔ RB Leipzig ɛwɔ akwada a ne de ade Yan Diomande yɛsɛ clubs a woduo ɛdi n'akyi a hwɛ sɛ ɔmo nsa bɛka no deɛ me nsa ka ne sɛ Leipzig sɛ ɔmo nye anything less than 100 million euros ɛsan sɛ boy level a waduru sɛsɛ no players ne bebree wɔ Europe a ɔmo nduru na mmom no ɛboɔ ne tententen ntowura ne ten ɛde Yan Diamante memfa nto ne mo ɛsɛm Leipzig no ɔmo pɔn kyerɛ a boy ne price tag no ɛyɛ 100 million euros ɛno yɛ kakra na anwumere ɛno nso pa ɛne yɛde ne nyina nso tibidi ato ya no mene nkɔmɔ no afei no memfa nsɛm ne bi ɛntimi mmra wo ne nyina ɛne sɛ Manchester wodo no ɛwɔ hɔ ne ɛnɛ woram ɛwɔ Liga no mu a ma menkɔmfrɛ me sɛ Osei Akoto no ɔm ne PSG tim no ɛde ahwe mu a first half no ɛno nso apa na wieyɛ obi a ɛntimi ɛnhyɛ bi wei kyerɛ sɛ Nyankopɔn boada kyena ne kyɛ sɛ Liga no Manchester wodo no wei ɛna ebia no na mmom woram ɛwɔ Serie A no a deɛ ɛkyɛ ne sɛ Inter Boboko no ɔmo ne Pisa 10 minutes ayɛ bɔ no obi anhyɛ bi St. Pauli ane Hamburger SV ɛde abom 24 minutes obi antimi nhyɛ bi La Liga no ɛbɔ no nwatwe a Levante Boboko no ɔmo nso bɔ ɛde atia Elche ama saa game no ɛno nso atimi atodwa kama wei no ɛyɛ games a deɛ ɛteɛ ne sɛ ɛna anwumere no ɛtimi aba so ɛne ɛde wo nsɛm no nyina no ɛtimi de ama ɛna anwumere live on your super mega da 102.9 FM so yɛnyina so no afei no yɛmfa nsɛm no nyina mfɛnsi ɛkwan no wasɛdeɛ yɛ a waboboa no ɛna wia the boss player ɛtena se no afei ɔne abadwafoɔ so no aba abɛtoa so no afei mpapamu no nyina no yɛtimi ayɛ ne kama nti boss yɛda ase sɛbrɛ no ma bi sure
yɛbɛyɛ ne switch straight to Blackie 1984 Enterprise aswe na yɛahwɛ wɔn product ne ho nkɔmɔ kakra akuma bitters ne akuma atajolikov yes they say ɛno ne nsa ɛwɔ so a obi agye tum zampa utwa boa papa enti ɛna Friday yi deɛ nimisa manfo bɛtena ase aha some record in transfer record ya shas we got time ko
ekobo 8 kura boy we
just about 3 minutes away so agro ni area bia wukuma se ha any baby out here and free bia especially oboasefo ni ade aha honya ya tese mo agye atum akuma bitters yes en sabapa ya na wa hwe ade ba ko ene se ensa obenum be wi na ade beche na wo sa akopɛ ho aduro de na je se hadwen so ha wo num nsa na num aduro gu so ne nsa ne nya papa ade bia so nya papa bia no enye ma honam minister num the best num the right one so ensa na mu no amanfo bi abuse ni mane kofa nsema brɛw enti sɛ wan hwɛ ni yie no wan nom the right one and the right quantity at the right time na kofa wo ha bia betra wo so enti yɛse akuma bitters herbs ɛne yɛde ahyɛ 8 aboken enti yɛde herbs na ahyɛ correct herbs ne boa akwanyansa bebree so ti wo so bɔ modern sɛ obenum bi walanti we dey 5FM kakra na
oh okay
aha iwia na ya kofi la bia trans kofi wa ase dada
hadada
na yentia mu akokromfo pani ya usu afrie
oh okay
wonne ne papa na kwasi afrie ne wife ekua also every
oh okay yes na so also every family
the family no
yes,
omo heavy pa mo akukrum right after dujama omo was stress nyane straight now
yes
so
yes
yeah edomase ho nyina was here supply akoma bitters
fantastic
because boys also self attack
almost self attack
all right senior any monko
okay enti yasamba biem na we na ye ba ye ginam e de ma Blackie 1984 omo aso ye na anwumere omo asoma ye e de yaba ese yemra medi nkomo mfa nkyerɛw na yenkamfo adepa omo de aba adwama so ni nyina ne se no eduru weekend se ya enipa no yesi nkonwa enunum bi na ye de bi kekan ano ye tie ne se o no monsa hweye esan se ensa na wo no no ebeduru mmebi ebetimi kwampa asan akwa dane poison e de amaw o no made na kyese wo no monsa bi ade bekyem o maame nkokopɛ kakra na ase hangover acheme there bi ensa wo benom na ade bekyem na o kwa akotwe saman de emwa mesrewo se utie me enkomo ya me ne oba bedi na afi ohwe ne ye Blackie aye nhwehwemu na che na de tie ne se ye de ho nkomo pii de akyerew ye se aboso ba ene magya paye ye san ba na anwumre ya eye akoma bitters ene akoma atadweliko ho nkomo ena ye ba betoa so na afi yetimi adi ye tie ne se anwumre se bi a boys bi se party bi se bi a get together bi ena mo ye ena de tie ne se mo be kama no kakra wadaroma aya no ahwe esan se ensa no no papa na afi yetimi aboa ensa wo adwama so sese ya ebebua ni padua no ensa utwa obonkonkofono ensa onuma enkonko base wankasa no wo ho na afi no obo se ohonye obasabasa ensa onkonko no munwie ema pressure nkopeja ni aka kire se sansa na wo no no emwa no eno eye akoma bitters ene akoma atadweliko meka kire se akoma bitters no ye de obo ade no pa ene ye de aye hye no so se akoma bitters no pepre ewom hwentia ewom esuru wisa ewom ana efom wisa ewom eno dankyen a mahogany dua na nkasa no ebi ka ho ene ye de aye akoma bitters na enye se ebi a ya ye ne se yakwa kofa ne sa akwawo ye keka sa ne yemani nyina bom na afi no ye de ya tai ewadiem na ye de akọhọ ketua bi asom na ya twe sa enema mebubu odin no ene de aka ye de ka ho no emu ho odin ni nyina utie me na anwumre ya unim pepre so mfaso se utie me na anwumre ya unim hwentia eso mfaso utie me a unim esoro wisa ene fam wisa so mfaso ena mo amu utie me a mahye bitters awodo mono bibidura awodo anom nso no mahogany eyedua hodin wo mu pa enti ekire se eye niema papa ene ede aye akoma bitters no hye no nso se de bia meka se ade a wonom ene de wudi ewo nsunsanso kese pa ewo apomuden so enti nipa uchusi ade a wode hye wanumu a eye choose the best enu nti na anwumre mekamfo akoma bitters ede ama wo se nonum bi eye bitters a wutwa obonfono eye bitters a wutwa ade akye a wo dendenden utimi san sori gina ekokoye wadwuma eye bitters a wutwa eboa emo ahoden ema bibia nso timi koye eye ensa utwa enyema ni nyina betimi akoye enye nsa utwa na afi no wakwakọ blowfields ede agu obi so akoma bitters eye nsa papa FDA eteki time ansana omoje Blackie yensa mienu atum esan se FDA kiremu a omo se omo yensa ne bebre de bai aso ya na ntrekese kwan so omo de aba na ye nemom yetie ne se Blackie de no omo hwehwe mu chei omo de ba de bi o ga we Afrigana ha yes Ghana ha ya enti akoma bi tese no se uhu package ni kura won se yes ensa papa ni se wo temenka wo Central Market se wo temenka ewo Ketia se wo temenka ewo Dr. Mensa se bia Roman Hill edum bia PZ ho ene edum entwia so ba bia wo so afi na wo kofie no se wadru pub bi se wadru baby te se table for na omode nsensisisi so eton no mesi se omo make sesi pa echen sport ne pub for no wura ho okwa wo se ope akoma bitters two tot ena akoma atadwele ko two tot na wo de aye wa de num ne fa ko ni paduanum na wode within be 10 minutes hwɛ results de bɛma wobɔn sɛ yɛwɔ nsa ɛne yɛwɔ nsa enti akoma bi tɛse no pɛprɛ hwentia ɛso wisa ne fam nsa ɛne mahogany ni enua aka yakeka bɔ mu no ɛboa ɛma yɛ nipadua ne timi nya ahoɔden paa de bia no sɔre a ɔhoɔden enti akoma bi tɛse no ɛyɛ wadaroma na wanonum bi na aboa ma bibia timi akoye meba cho ye ka ne sei no wode obi bebu sase me tekem me sport me pub me pebi de agu ho na me ba besi wala wadaroma bomoden na ma me black key for number no na me mfro mu sisi na omoma me bi me ba be ka emfaso a ewo akoma atadwele kono so na mum faye number na ansa na yeni nkomo 0249 671 984 0249 671 984 and I say 0245 105 476 0245 105 476 we edube rem our Blackie 1984 yasuyeye na ensane baby bia wo no wonso yetimi abreu bi na wonso wodi agu sport o pub anase bia table na woton san wo so wonya customers a de bia omobusa ese omope akoma bi test ene akoma atadwele koni bi no na wonso watimi aserve wo kama ama bibia timi akoye de atiane se akoma atadwele ko ena medru so ena anwumre mache wakoma bi test no eniema yede ye ema yenya ahoden pa de free mo mebacho akoma atadwele ko no hyane so se eno utini dini krampa ne wahu ese atadwe ankasa ebi wom mebacho yede atadwe akekedro pepre ni bi wom hwentia ni bi wom ene enua akeka sabi edua ye frɛ ne sɛ krama akote ebi wom enti wo ye bema na wonom akoma atadwele kona eboa siesie wo prostate glands no etimi ma wo ba adwuma wo mpam etimi eboa te wanum ema wo timi didi hyene nso sɛ ginger so mfaso baako ene sɛ unya pains ewo joints ene wo bones mu ginger etimi boa ema moja na sɛ circulate a unya blood clot ewo bloodstream nim enyimre sɛ wo timi nka na de ete ne sɛ wo nan no nsataye titiriti a wadaroma ɛyɛ atanom akoma atadwele kɔni bi ɛbɛboa paa ama moja no emu atimi asane ye mese uyo obi wo hɔ na de ete ne sɛ pancreas no wo problem ho a atadwe lekwa eno efri blackie asoye no eye akoma atadwele kono ebeboa na fe ekoni pedua no mu ahoden no etimi aba pa ama bibia nso atimi akoye enti wadaroma yete ne se akoma atadwele kono eye sesei ensa papa aba adwama so a kyese no he eno de ema no krampo na age atum dodo esan se ema no mo no akekaduro ni atadwe no ebeboa na fe asiesie mu ovaries no eno beboa na fe boost ma tenka no na de etie ne se amode ni nyina no etimi abakama o timi nkan na anwumre na wo yo ba wo de wo se o pesa wo koni lower eya atanonom akoma atadwele koni bi skin na krampo na ukuta wo no mebacho ebetimi abomode amana toso sanso ana de wo mu no ene se akoma atadwele kona nkasa no wobon se o hya ase enom no na oni padua na nkasa no obi bobi sase yese adai o tie condition ma na sa brochire na wote da bi o Ghana ha ya eyensa onum a emani padua na hoden eye ensa onum a eti wanum ma wotimi didi eye ensa onum a oyo oba o konfitira emoja no etimi flow ye eye ensa bema unya so mfaso na watimi abo adwuma ewo mpam eno aye akoma atadwele kono ana enanwumre mekanfo ede ama enye nsa obenom amana jiwanum sɛdeɛ medican aka no enti sɛ bi a wo deɛ honam tae o ya no ɛyɛ atanonom akoma atadwele kɔne bi ɛbɛboa na ayi ne nyina nso ɛde afiri hɔ wakɔ akɔyɛ adwuma na wɔtwe mu ne nyina ɛnɛ yɛ Friday yɛyɛ abaya adwuma wɔn a wɔn yɛ bosomi adwuma pii na no ɛnkɔ adwuma kyena ɛne ne kwasi ada so sɛ wobɛda na afei no watumi ada wɔ abere a woda sɔre a wonya pains ɛwɔ nipadua no mu a ɛyɛ akoma atadwele kɔ ɛna ɛna anwumre mekamfo de ama sɛ nonum bi ɛbɛboa ma bibia nso atimi akoye enti combination no sese ya metimi ka kyerɛw ɛsɛ yɛhwɛ kombo ni ye ensa bi wɔ hɔ no ma aba obete ho asem ewo radio so obete ewo TV so ye nkyerɛ wo sɛ de ebia ne combo no esikɔ ye de ye bae ne ye de formula enam esan se ye ne ya no ye enti ye kwa yekute ye kora dada o timi nkan na anwumere na me pacho akoma bitters ene akoma atadwele kono o pebia no manase o pese o bɔ combo ni ye na wo hu level ni ya eya akoma bitters 2 tot akoma atadwe leko 2 tot fagum na mix no eni ni be te se olowo nwa wo de milk afra no na wo de akogu wom ebeye nipadua no madwuma aboa na afi na ade nche no oho den solid pampan bi anyi wanum na akoda odofo nchen a waka kire se wakwa akotwa bi e blow fuse e de agume so channel so se blacky ene de akoma bitters ene akoma atadwele kono e de aba adwama so ba bi atonton se bia wo benya bi urem ewo amo enterprise a won sabe kabi nana jima enterprise ebi ewo ho ana afi Rosanna enterprise nso no obenya akoma bitters ene akoma atadwele kono ebi enso etimi ato o pedodo atu a anasa oye sport oye pub otonton sa ewo store ketua bi man nkofo ta ba wo pa ho ye joint beton sa wo ho a wadaroma say ensa of the moment bitters of the moment no eye akoma bitters ene akoma atadwele ko enti fabigo essence obi ba na obusa no wanya bia obesan akọ de obewi ama ne bia onnom enti fa numbers we na ne Blacky 1984 enterprise a yede akoma bitters ene akoma atadwele ko na ba no eni nkoma na afenya bi aye 0249 671 984 0249 671 984 and I say 0245 105 476 and sa aba yenom emana maya hoden and sa yenom amana tie numu and sa yenom ama eyi bodily pains e de free ho and sa meme nom eju omo samba wompem and sa yenom ama ma ebu omo nsa etimi akoye no eno eye akoma bitters ene akoma atadweleko bitters of the moment no bi onuma ebeboa pa boss yedase
how
no watwa ba pa sima dun na kofila bi wa hasinia akwaba
yeja
na bokọ de
erade adomni ahwe ye no mani biye na nso
nyame adom yeah
All right.
Sir,
Kanu.
Sina, Akwaba.
Major so. Me ho ya pa. Na
That's
won so
right.
e.
For sure. Oh, I'm holding all.
Ndanya me ase pa.
And I can be testing me say today there a lot of the things are not good. Say do ona na nkoyi. Anyway, while last the name sama go awie. Yentinsi mu ai, yentinsi akire. Na yenhwe de wo ho. But Kofi over take over na say.
Oh, me take you.
Yanko. Say uti afutu na me de match Chelsea for no.
Now as you say.
Oh, na me say
Uh-huh.
Chelsea, I mean, club Chelsea have seen more bigger players than Cole Palmer. This over here, no home come. You should go. You should allow him to go. Now Chelsea have survived Drogba, Michael Essien, more exit, more survival. Lampard, ne John Terry, Munina departure. More survival in recent times. Eden Hazard. Talk of Jorginho, Mone, N'Golo Conte, Munina Chelsea survival. So, and you could Palmer no free Chelsea at Chelsea be good. So by here no home me coffee. Oh, yeah, me coffee for ni bia. 1 2 me come mama ho. One ko. So why yes I dey man ko.
Na onye hwimpo intime ha wo wadaroma. There's no problem. Cole Palmer is fine, Chelsea is fine. Between Cole Palmer and the Chelsea Football Club, there is a long-term relationship. I just say, Afia Krano Mashasi, and in the books of Chelsea, no, Cole Palmer is a key part of the project, even in future. It was all reported Senna Cole Palmer not happy with Maresca way of doing things. Now Maresca is no more. And the speculations need the man in Koso. But Palmer is contracted to play for Chelsea until June 30, 2033. That's a long way. It me sure say sound common and in namno will wait sir. So I don't think say do a level where Rebecca say obekwa maninko. No. Enye de bia kra na obekwa maninko no ebem. We all know say players ya bubu omudini omo time no na Chelsea. Ekwa na faso run Chelsea no compared to now in normal season. So whichever way you look at it, Cole Palmer is a big boy at Chelsea now. Be a one or two things be when you're happy, a bit me a voicing it out to penning for, but a non say on you're happy to the extent say or the transfer request or 2 man now say or pushing himself out of Chelsea, knowing very well he has a contract that runs until 2033. Ain't you relax? Minim se unya ope. Nenso so e kwan na no se unya obinya. Enti no be kwa akono. Enru ho kra no abinya. Aha, nti upa hwe baby foforo. Wadaro.
Ade tie baby o na.
Asembi ani ho. Ai. Cole Palmer is happy. Ai, be any ho. So, aha. So what Liam Rossini akra? Aha. Rossini no. Say uti na who say yes. From a fufuro boy. And be any hope any case.
The reason a backing room or no.
Which is
yeah, Chelsea insider, so perhaps maybe out the NBA tomorrow no crap. But a lot of the reports and I can say he wants to leave. Not because so new be a problem of Chelsea, but because of so Kofi. He's a Mancunian of Manchester Krumo. What you say? Enti obepeso obe Kofi. Aha. Enti hona rumors nearby as say obeso Kofi dia. And you like Elizabeth City because City may not like him.
Otec
na is be obeko na be the red side and it was a transfer rumors no say ba say as agro so you kai ba sa a PSG for
but anyway yeah
we mo dey check Ekoto La Liga for how be fa a trigger name a release clause as a concert yeah that's what I do no player be go training grounds na we as I say na check ni the La Liga for office or name and Ekono
mo be tua buyout clause ala
mo hwe ye ya hu be pen and we are talking of a football club that is capable
of
paying what do I say
okay
inti mamun treating normal sa na the normal sa
normal ni nyina so bi ani
more sources are yes or sources
yeah mo pe player mo ko pe be fufuro na munya yi
Dema
ebe ya almost say no money be almost near the secure so Diogo Dalot so abeji ko pama
Dema leaders kakra rumors no say say when a player is unsettled sometimes it doesn't matter how the length of the contract it is undeniable facts from the insiders and say Palmer is not too happy for two reasons. One, as the performance at Chelsea for expected from Bueno, they are not getting it, and it is true. With Kofi Ankas, I'm sure say you admit say Palmer can do better. He can do better than the SSA or Number two, the injury situation say a slow the pace and then a ball and now I feel so most of the Chelsea people no believe we say injuries are likely to be recurring. The new coach comes in, it looks like Obeko for an attacking football and prepare ball be bree 2 matches I do Chelsea will hold the ball but possessive direct football ni bi say so no wo he obi dey say Estevao e form kurana left-footed players at Chelsea squad more anymore in terms of performance I think he's giving so much output to change the Copa at the moment say so if the coach,
probably because of the absence
that is what I'm talking about it is a coach in Bepe obi deploy need to be holding the ball and just be direct and attacking players obviously in terms of performance there you may choose Estevao and not break the kind of progression I was starting but this is Cole Palmer who in a split second will decide the game even if he doesn't have his best form and the quite a difficult situation for Boy and Ankasa and Chelsea. He feels that as a bed in a Kessian Yabat on the doorsteps. Number two, the injury situation now home common and started course of Chelsea, it means he may get reduced time and I say marginal time in the game plan in the game no Chelsea. And play be a person of the ball. Don't forget in the next summer year, you better walk up. England for consistently I'm who say oh you almost star boy equal captain band in maybe 2-3 months before a major game be an asset tournament or even qualifies or form nanya won't go or be on no pick forms or bought Nottingham Forest score by your boy. So he's a bit concerned. The only thing is that a player what up to 2033 there, even if United want to snatch him, it will come at a fee that United may not consider it. What I say, because Osei Ratcliffe, any management had your more na, Baradamo had this policy. Person be cross even 100 million there to play a beam, and 30 Kopama who is just 24 now, or up to 2033 there. I just say United will cost even more than 150 million because Chelsea na kasomo hu bi. Omo to Enzo Fernandez. Omo breaky bank 110 million. And omo koto Caicedo some breaky bank 115 million at the koto buy. So if you want to pick one of the best boys age someone inside from Chelsea, you should be talking about 150 million, which I'm not sure United will contemplate, especially injuries as I say Bana Queen. And Rana may follow Kofi's argument. Baby or Bebo say or Manchester United no. He will have to fight for a position.
Kupama.
Yes.
Oh, Kupama the Oba team wa coach formation bi abobi as was san onye bibo. Onye eze.
There be formation obobi.
The obe coach but they also obobi ama onye bibo.
In menka so omobi.
And there's a probability say so Oba United may cash out and I cash in
on Bruno.
Bruno, yeah.
Aha, nti wo no. Wo ka the possibility of his playing.
Na Bruno can crack currently. Is there any pending offer?
The moment he becomes available for sale.
Bruno there. Yeah, now on your as a team's not doing almost say they cannot price him away because of United. But say United might find down or my quite down a lot of clubs will come in. A lot of clubs remember. Just to pick him.
Na Chelsea kura munya Bruno is here kura say metobaze age in Timunye.
Oh, munya Bruno.
Yeah, Enzo Fernandez here there.
Munya Bruno, on be the best of the lap more and it's our boys no. Because he will constantly supply you. Constantly.
And the more cover Jackson na to Bruno nkawe.
Yempe ye ni je ko pa ma uti mu be mutima munye.
Si ese ni asan sama.
Mo bi mutima mba hihye ntino. Ade e kwa ni hu kura mbeze mu critic kwa to se na ku pa ma Is your last year stories no or can be about African football? And it's about the just ended AFCON any the often come out, some of which I think say Oko overboard and all of that. Of course, yet say in the game no say errors no call it yawa, you feel the pain. But once all is said and done, and at the level no and come be your hard my thing say a bit me measured just to help the situation. Because as we speak, we don't even know the exact punishment to be a calf. Some of the players are more actions extreme on the day. They on only commentaries. I think say he needs to be measured. So and they say be cheaty and all those things. No, I mean at the level I don't expect that from him. Nemo Morocco the na Kanu why they would think of say omune Walid Regragui ebe party ways no ma pay different manager. Some of those report cry mention Alonso and all of that. I don't think say the manager is doing bad and I send the performance no a drop to a certain level where we be here a new manager because Kanu say offer the last 3 major tournaments Morocco akwa obe mention the World Cup 2022 which making history by hitting the final 4. Then the next competition after the World Cup Cote d'Ivoire AFCON. Of course what their performance na enye and we all know say round of 16 or so and Morocco exited the competition. But the following one our host to which is this year generally aside all the things and Kofua can any Amanfo believe say there was a grand scheme by CAF to ensure say Morocco beji and all of that no. Adia bakwa yentimi nso nyim free komonim ni say the Moroccan national team was one of the best even in this competition. As omo jeya enka equally omo so deserve to win the competition. We've seen them play against the likes of Nigeria, Senegal, Cameroon, and all of that. And it's not as if there was a big difference between Morocco and the other national teams in terms of performance. Even against Nigeria, our attitude no was one that a shocking Kofobebre, including myself. And I think say from where Omujina Sisia no, anyhow things are no, it will be better for them to stick with the manager. No more the World Cup no, because we changes Sisia. You are not guaranteed say obi beba be better than the Walid yes so far amiyehu so here ne squad no krempa unze from 2022 banano a bimu free muko in the midfield around 2022 World Cup no ni ehu Amrabat ne Azedino na mu won finfin opa. Today the likes of Noise mu take over in the midfield. So any Ezazul ni Brahim Diaz mu El Kabi so it's like on where Tokra beda hono and wo push bishim, but at the same time they still look good on the pitch. It be at the performance may not be up to but be a omuko do ye the core 2022 World Cup final four no what you see, but generally I think they are doing well. And thinking of changing him no may not be a good idea, especially moving into the World Cup. And he's shown say he's on top of his game, and that to me ready opponent near there. I remember the game against Nigeria where Eric Shell before that game himself was set up in a way Obo Ako ne Osimen behind them Lukman no eja wings wono ama Bruno nyame chinum ne Osai Samomo. But in that game between Nigeria and Morocco, Walid Regragui made sure say Obama omu full backs no stay, they won't come attacking, which is why at some point na enkomoni generally say Nigeria be here typical wingers best stop Hakimi nomne Mazrai nom and all of that. Until the man is good to go. I'm surprised say sa reports no eba Kanu until they need to be careful. So na games ni bi ohono it's on Sunday. Eti anopa eba ebenya chance
on Total Sports.
Na ye di hu nkomo yie pa. Especially in the Premier League, Arsenal ni United game, and I think say it will be the talk of town. So
sure.
But China say in the Premier League you expect say clubs like City ebe take advantage of the nature of games or more bono to make sure say be closing the gap between them and Arsenal, because you see how the Arsenal is the team to beat. Say check league table now. Arsenal is playing on Sunday against United, but between United and Arsenal I think 15 points or so, because United were 35, Arsenal were 50, right? And between Arsenal and Liverpool, Munsu just 14 there. But so between Arsenal and City now, it's not as wide as between Arsenal and United and Liverpool, because between City and Arsenal, we are looking like 7 points. So,
of which I likely say before United and Arsenal be bono. Now City are close to
yes,
4 points
with a win over Wolves. Because City, yes, on and off there, including that defeat in the Champions League to Bodo, shocking. But on any day, City teach had one na uhia points against a struggling Wolves. I think the chances are that Ombinya you expect a win, and then share in the last few games Liverpool's performance coupled with the fact say Bournemouth lose players like Semenyon mo anymore to City near the end. In this game you are looking at a game I am quite to say one of those terrible days now Liverpool enya in the league this season, so at least a point you expect to say be free more bounty. Me sure say Sunday other games need the better your boss in here.
All right.
Anti Masembra.
All right. Sir,
Kanu
ko visibra.
Mate medana say anytime we are on so we interest be a bit more joining. I'm starting free my channel games ni bi. Na two managers are in the Premier League this time. Ejagu omuchimpa omo adwuma ho bit ma ba asem. Baako former Brentford manager Thomas Frank. As I say, we create team friend Tottenham Hotspurs. Na share the cycle na call from Chelsea manager Jay Jumano na United a party with Amorim. Says our cycle not starting in football and a league pe na a chances say a bit me atoaso for other managers na ho. To share obi to say an a slot. It looks like Liverpool for the perfect platform. Na sound common and also almost take his opportunity maybe. And one of those games, a midweek Champions League on Bueno and or the Spache Marseille. there are news around says decision no eba so at Liverpool pe obi to say Steven Gerrard bet me abiginam awie season no ansa no mahwe in the long future no say bi on pese omode obi to say Alonso edene ba na Alonso aba be replace no. But as we speak, say Liverpool any an a slot eda so ye adwuma one man a pressure down so pa na adwuma ho bit maba asem eye owura medical bondi Thomas Frank because ohena over Tottenham na hype no ho because of the wire of Brentford any squad na ne kura no but obedru ye no enye resource na konde mano but eye hope say ebi obetuma sesa ne ma wo honom sesi amena o kase ahwe omo last 9 matches on mabo in all competitions are okra just 2 wins and baby all lose games na say baby all drop points no something that Tottenham Hotspur say believe say one area that they must look at sesi amena o kase Tottenham which finished last season 16th our Premier League no 14th on the league table. Now Kanu hear this. We win or we against Dortmund free midweek. Or more lose to West Ham at home in the league. Last league game on boy, which is last weekend. In the FA Cup, Villa Eshom. Or more lose to Bournemouth. Or more Sunderland ebo draw. Or more Brentford ebo draw. I'm winning against Crystal Palace away, but before that, not Liverpool, ne Forest, Ashom. So they've been very poor or even terrible in the last 9 games now, Mabono. Coming up this weekend, it is a game at AB Abeka say, oh, that's a game where the Tottenham Ebabeshe. Burnley, after picking that 2-2 draw against Manchester United, and Omoko FA Cup, Ekwashe Millwall, I think 5 years. Then the last game, Omoko Anfield of all venues, though Liverpool, and now the Liverpool we know this season. But Omoko Hokofa, a very good draw, 1-1, Editia Liverpool. It is a Burnley home, Ababebo, Tottenham, all struggle in recent games, Awabo. Uyi Champions League win, I bet only free. Then Thomas Frank, Ebenya, a big headache, especially when 2 games who say it looks like resource no a dressing room moma wo lose and affecting a resource no yahu games awakom na wawie no kasa players on no manfi no yahu game awakom no wo change na player no enye convinced enough so on na so free game no and sesanya man start say a show up na manager as all time ya ba we ya no so it looks like Tottenham and so no share another opportunity for the manager, and it could have been the Champions League game, but as they picked the win, just weekend the game which is Burnley. If you are not able to win against Burnley, I'm sure, say you will not survive the job now. Because one of those teams, last but one from bottom, obet me, Edwin says so a team be serious, no so be a free game you manage and get it. Don't forget that was a scenario for Manchester United, but Omo hold United to a 2-2 draw in a game that United had to come from behind. Omo the share first, and a Benjamin Sesko, enya brace on the day. 2-1 na no Burnley sabe ebe take ano 2-2. So Thomas Frank job is on the line, and so here na ototo ne ma ye nya sa dia adwuma no e free nsa no. Then to Manchester City. Who says City any Wolves and game as in car ye shada e kan ho asem bebre. But the injuries now hit City. Any the fashion in which Manchester City air drop points. Na omo let in goals no. Something that worrying kakra. Ubet ma lose a Champions League game to Emino to say Bodo Glimt. But when Bodo 80 made the 3 balls a good net a concern. In the Manchester derby, United issued 2 unanswered editia club I friend Manchester City. Enti the injuries now hit your mono shown head and no I'm a Pep Guardiola deviate he's deviating from his normal transfer policies where or identify a talent most times for the future not the player number and I say obi or a big hit not the number this time as a quick fix who the problem now person solve in brain na no akofa player not the number be show game or mukum still the center backs no a lot of them enya available because Manchester City kobo game will league mu na say almost every center back be an enya available. Josco Vadio is out, John Stones out, Ruben Diaz out. See Nathan Ake kura drifting on the noko left no and I say fullback at the noko Oscar Bob out. Kovacic and Kobit Mabo as a makeshift center back amano. Abraham Hochirabe honestly out. Savino doubt. And Matheus Nunes and so epic knock in the last game no. Ebiano at me about then Nico Gonzalez and so some illness kakento honestly a doubt for this game. The only good thing they say the two players no more call AFCON no back no Rene Abrantia friend Omar Mamouche. In terms of attack, Obenya Mamouche at the number account. But the worrying situation at City Ginem say in the last 8 games, Erling Haaland of all players, Asher only from the spot, penalty, and the mom in the last 8 games of Abodiama City in open play on Jego. The next player Anka Haaland Ja over say bia or consistent with match day selection Obenya goals at the amount field folding. Also akọ 9 consecutive games on Jego. Ewo City. Eti animu ho no problem. Ena echire no backline also a problem. But Pep Guardiola is likely not to be at City in the next summer. Likely say be after the season no. Ye are enkomo be koso na be City e de wo de adwuma na to no ma party ways fefefe. But Magili, Abba and Kusanov the only center back or available likely say one Magili ebekwa partner ewe echi ono na omabo as center backs omo moida. But what we Wolves be and though they are losing games in terms of passing any movement omo players ni move pa against Liverpool me say 2 minutes into time added on na an slot any fourth referee can say omompon wa bra na omo the 5 minutes na 2 games so in the second half. So City should be careful not to allow in goals because recently they are struggling to give the number of goals and I say those goals are more banging in baby no. But this is Haaland against teams like this most times will show off. Yeah, in big games no na sometimes no a flatter no a deceive kakra. But against Wolves I think also ending a drought no on Abrantia friend feel folding it was our game no. So I'll go for a City win. To end it, there's a big one in Spain. Villarreal, the Yellow Submarines, will be at home. Now, on my welcome Real Madrid. And Ocean League table now. Villarreal, third on the league table. 8 points behind Barcelona. And 7 points behind Real Madrid. But don't forget, a game to play. Omo ne 11th game omo moy nti between omo any other teams ni nyina no 20 matches ono any 11th abona 19 11th ye second from bottom. It is likely Villarreal will beat them na omo pick 3 more points and close the gap on the top no from 8 to 5 and then on Real Madrid or dan enim no so from 7 to 4. But nyame adoma echena omone Madrid enable surprisingly form no wom ewo league no Kanu nim say a sharp contrast ewo Champions League and omo exit confirmed out of the 36 teams on mobile Champions League phase no Villarreal also 35 omo just a single point just a point from omu games or mabo the Champions League. No, eti team are all both so well in the league. Uche Butuna in the Champions League or struggle. Obo 2-2 draw against Juve home, and that is the only draw winner. But the home hono Kanu in 10 matches league him this season. 10 matches. Out of the 30 points, no, omukwa 25. A draw against Betis 2-2. And a 2-0 loss, and I say 0-2 to FC Barcelona umba home. Ebeshom. Tia 5 points and no drop at home. With a very fine form at home. But Eba against Real Madrid, who in the last 35 games or 54 games or more, Edietia Villarreal no lose 2. In 2009, lose against Villarreal home. I'm talking about home games. And 2023 January, Villarreal asa. Inti Venu Madrid if you live very comfortable. Home Nankasano in the Champions League and so no poor 4 games 1 point. And her teams are question now we are just midweek here. Ajax Akwashom 2-1 home. Copenhagen Akwashom 3-2 home. And now Omni Juve a ball draw and a City also Akwashom 2-0 home. So the dominance now Omunya will league in no. So the non kwa and Kasa, it is a very big game for Club of Madrid. But if the same venue no Copenhagen it me ba hobeshe, Ajax it me ba hobeshe, Juve ba be draw. City me more so because City undoubtedly on any day obet match of venue bia. And no na man ye concern kakra. They are coming into this game with 5 injuries. Likely same commune best. Okay, boy, Willie Cambola. That Manchester United young boy, you know, he's playing so well for them. We pray won't remember game no. And utie coach no pre-match. And then someone no worker. Idea behind a pole. Bit is Santiago Moreno and so emo game no. And Lucas Costa and some more. But the good thing is say, omo free flowing, omo buff fluid football, say passing, then they will hit you on the counter and make sure say full backs no, and yet up to 8 very very difficult for you to defend. Madrid on the other hand, Eder Militao out, Fellow Mendy out, Trent Alexander-Arnold Omobi, Rudiger long-term absentee out. Chouameni nso asan akɔka ho and yet likely that he will play. It's a Madrid back and also be arrangement and be shaky kakra. Be Asensio and Dean Hoysen as a centre back. Carrillas at the other side. And because more problem over the right side internal, likely Valverde will move to the right side of the defense as a fullback. Not other gule ababeshim finfio at the amom. But up front they are sorted because who are Kylian Mbappe, who will be to say Jude Bellingham, who are Vinicius Junior, and who be to selected all these 3 players to start a game for you. Regardless of how difficult you defend at the back, when you're so solid up front, now unya goes anymore, you are likely to get the results here. In the reverse fixture, Club of Friend Madrid, Eshomo 3-1, was Santiago Bernabeu, and I know, and omo hwese on betimi capitalize on na omo atoaso ede goals na gum. So in all season 41 points, 13 wins from the 19 games on Wabono. Omo shem 13, I draw 2 and omo lose 4. But there comes where the game may be decided. Because all here omo players no. Now the style of football mabo any the confidence omo kurana. It may be down to the 2 coaches because here Madrid who have been struggling with some teams for results against Levante almost 2 there, but wow here game ni biano almost struggle pants and omunya 2-0 no. Marcelino against Alvaro Abaloa. It is very likely say in terms of tactics bia na Villarreal akonya omunyama right, but in terms of personnel now the tactics and be almost adwuma no. Madrid may dominate them in midfield and even in the attack. So the 2 goalkeepers I'm sure will be very busy tomorrow. But obeshe more goals no what may deploy a strategy to stop the opponent from getting the goal and I'll be pick the win. A difficult game said the nanu ye midweek Basa Eko Moa Omoko drop all 3 points editia Real Sociedad no. We may be one of those banana peel games Madrid the opportunity to go top of the league and Sana Basa Abebo on Sunday. But I'm very careful not to slip because Villarreal are a very good side this season and at home dominating almost every team nabo at home. 10 matches, 25 points, only Barcelona and then club referee Real Betis and I stop from winning. Barcelona pick training in Betis echo pick 1 La Saramica on likely that who goes it will game them. But Madrid should be careful not to slip under coach Alvaro Abaloa.
Yo. Yawo Simadu na nonkrambo. Yawie amano de anya nya ahomemra sisi.
Ensana nubina shano manabo. Ensa ben no.
Amuzu bitters.
What's it?
Amuzu bitters.
Amuzu bitters.
Koye.
Mema ahwefo ne etiefo nyina kwa baba Amuzu Beverages Enterprise. Na yedinse bia befe no Amuzu bitters. Amuzu bitters aka Atopa 5000 bitters. We are san edi nubna krojen a how bie ni echiri edi ahye. Na etiefo a omoteba me hodie. Dudu na beji Amuzu Co Herbs ekoshe omade no made. Ibisu beji Amuzu Manpower Herbs na ma konoa anaso na kwche omunsa enne bakasa inuro mienu nyina bom atuni din Amuzu bitters de koko ha no so twebi na ekwani de ose ni be masem ahoodin wo fom se o twa 2 tot 3 tot na ahoodin no epeja no enam damrama eni ododua ayede aka Amuzu bitters winti oba bi ose oni atenka bema bia ose oni akono ne yire onya twabia sa atenka anasa akono no ebeni enam se de pepre eni hwintia edi afrenti abre insano ne pampana no ase ma utwabia enyi wanum enti se ukodwabo bia ase na opese oni so ebo ni so kakra Amuzu bitters why ebo ni so ba enyi wanum Amuzu bitters to baako atopa bebre Amuzu bitters obi a otiamia osi doctor adehs mekuliko dua so a biye mutim anase constipation ewo me so onya Amuzu bitters twa oye be sane kama obi te bu akohoma na so ye 7 favorite food a na ne kondo ne no atro otimi nidi onya Amuzu bitters twa akotwe traffic na ba medre na utimi ni no obedi akaboni kama Amuzu bitters eyensa ehwemu yie pa enam se nnua na ye de afre ma hoodinti onomu a tipa bia ni akire se metwa Amuzu bitters re menye hangover bibia se ni ho se manom Amuzu bitters ma ade achi hunam ye me ya dabi nnua na ye de ahyen sane nnua emma nipa hoodene ma insechi how setipaye uhubi insaburachi how se memuai ha menye hangover no me hubi we ya insa minya meka kudro so a menu akudro so a menu mu how bia ni akire de otiamia onu bitters bia mu a no dana won se na twa Amuzu bitters na yede beba oba bia otiamia owo menstrual pains obuni se obre pa no onom Amuzu bitters mesebo so mesua be kwa fichire kama insan ya meka ho asem ehu nya dene ne buo so nya dene se dodo pa na opetu dia no aba santase apampatia na wa frɛ na 0247 77 6743 0247 77 6743 Amuzu bitters ekoye
Apomodin mapade enoane hepa plus mixture. Apomodin mapade enoane hepa plus mixture.
Hey, unia, Pavi, and the black smokes mixture no. Malaria dronana. Ani, say nam sa. Ubeje di sa minim wife nyina ye tested positive. a yɛnom bie no sɛsɛ ɛku malaria mmɔ no nyinaa ama yɛ nyinaa yɛyɛ negative adeɛ ho wɔn ma wɔyɛ Hepa Plus mixture no ɛna wɔde wei nso aba sɛnti a ɛwɔ sɛ wo immune system ɛyɛ strong da biara enti pavi
support immune system no
na plasmox no so ɛtu malaria no gu malaria symptoms ɛte sɛ ɛtipaeɛ afiafie wɔnom atoɔ ahoɔmmerɛ nom saa akyɛ koraa 4 days na pavi ɛne plasmox mixture wanom no ɛtutu malaria no ase koraa anyɛ saa adeɛ akɔhu doctor frɛ 0542 778572 anaa 0542 807907 magye aduro no adi paa pavi plasmox ɛna Hepa Plus nyinaa apemfo abaatɔ ɔmɔ ɔmanufo ɛne nkwadaa wɔ nyimfie du mmienu nka ɔwɔ pharmacies ne herbal shop
FDA agye adwede nkratoe atom ei ɔpanyin mahwehwɛ wakyɛ sɛ perfect series books yi a ɔma me koto obi ma me ma no
Otec 102.9 FM
sɛ wɔtumi kenkan kama wɔka borɔfo na nkontabuo kora deɛ ɛgyagyae
wonderful mese Ghana for GAG perfect series atomo no deɛ gyae na ɔde animdifoɔ ɛna kyerɛ wɔ nwoma bia ɔwɔ crèche nursery ɛne KG books bia bi ɛna ɔwɔ science creative arts maths RME history coloring computing OWAP ne nyinaa ɛfiri basic 1 ekosi basic 6 English every basic 1 ekosi junior high school na ba ne combine so a ɔwɔ ne nyinaa bi English nom ane maths nom me say books bia ni hɔ a perfect series ɛne bi na GS ane naka ɛnso am approval enti ɔbata bia nkoto bi ma ne ba
ɛna sɛ we deɛ sukuu bi koraa bɛtumi akɔtu akɔtɔn ama ne students o
na ɛno koraa deɛ wɔte boa no so sɛ hwi wɔn sa asɛte mock exams terminal exams ɛna midterm exams ɛde ma sukuu so a ehia wɔn mu a ɛtufoɔ nkɔ aputuo gya station hɔ a ɛnkran dansoman first stop ɛne wɔn mu baabi a yɛtontɔn books bia frɛ 0243 299938 and 0540 755 465 perfect series.
Your world's future is secured.
Hey, Akra, what did you feel to do? Aden.
Nansay, in Sokwaduan ya dabroso. Nanin na bomu, a sofomana pie, sofomana pass.
Hey, bra, a semna na wakano, nani secret anything.
Hey, T, Sister Marco Kofa by, or no any akofa, Sister Spices, dear Bajaso. Spices, I would do be a sister dear Bajaso, on any mountain tasem you, sir, who feel ya pontia.
Good flavor.
Sa wo pese all your fish in kwania.
Fish flavor.
Sa akukọ nso no beria.
Chicken flavor.
Na sa wo pese all your stewa.
Stew flavor.
Wo kono do beef a.
Beef flavor.
Sa wo panu dudu atu atona. Ana sa wo pe betema.
Enu an so beko adum pampaso. PZ Roma Hill Swami Market. Ena Bantima Market.
Enkran so CMB ana Okanshi ubenya bi wo ho.
Frɛ yɛn ɛwɔ 0243 535025. Ana 0279140940.
FDA agye adwedie nkratwe atum.
Akoma bitters. Wachimakoma. Akoma bitters. Nie.
Kitima Heba Center. Yana yakofa pada nwanwaso bi aba esa yalewa.
Otec 102.9 FM.
Syphilis. Oba yawo na ba wia mepacho na se be bonka. Be ma bi won so a mepacho ono yawo no ba wia se no ne be ma yeketua bi. Obi so ho a ne de low sperm count. Obi won ne be ma no so bukura akojoto. Wo hania stroke, hepatitis B, cancer, stomach ulcer. Obi de kidney, obi de ye nakuma mepacho. Obi so ho no ne chiri kasa ye ne ya. Obi wo ho no mo pa wo. Yale bi se fibroid esi no kwai. Yale bia me fin se wante se mabodin bia no mepacho. Ni nyina ye Kitima Heba Center. Oba e betima sama. Kitima Heba Center. Ye adwuma eda adwada akopem memen. So wo hwehwe ye na a obehu ye ewo Accra anase Kumasi Abuya Kwase pass. O frɛ ye number na 0246 91 47 17. Accra number no so ye 0541 238942.
NPP adishima mamincho kwanya obefa so a obetua woto na aboa ma manyuko na gina ne naso ewo sikasemu ye wonyi mu nan metre 4 categories: bronze, silver, gold and platinum. Bosumi bia bronze members ebetua 2 Ghana cedis, silver members 5 Ghana cedis, gold members 8 Ghana cedis and platinum members 10 Ghana cedis. Ebia won fasodia etechi metre benefits nani tua no so yes simple. But star 920 star 270 hash. Aye, star 920 star 270 hash. Net them. ɛyɛ contembrantem emu da hɔ fine ɛsan so yɛ convenient NPP eshi rado
na mo di cat na se mo no de menua dada noa anu de mu twa mo kra and suffer for kra batao jack boy enchiremu ankuna brensua company limited and a din suffer for kra batao ye freno dia kubites oh yes and say emu daoye ye dunumra ani ahan na aye na anum a it said the din hangover bienim eyema oba obunensa emaye bema ontimi nkosie nim bema ontimi nidi ani dia na poso ye ne ya and say wonum no hangover at the phone say ya anya ma koda wonya nimfie du nwotwe oba wa fefro ani de o ma ne ba no fo se wo
Otec 102.9 FM
drinking sports in bar bia ana pedudu atua hwehwe ankuna brensua company limited ye kira kwan o kumasi inside ana se woni ani komo 0597 578800 ana 0244 606495 agratoi FDA Fwaji atum say ye dia kubi test emu be sese
driver need here. So what is sequence wa? Bibia betumi asi. Ɛno nti na wasa wo motor insurance a. Ɛyɛ ntem. Ɛma wo hoto so. Na enya wo mo wani tutu nka wo nsam ahohiahia mu. Say comprehensive motor insurance, third party fire and theft, and a third party nkoa. Provident insurance ni wani da so. Every January kosi March. Sa wo insurance wo ye ho. Ana wo renew a. Ye chawfu coupons. Ana branded souvenirs kama. Enhyehyɛ kakra wo ho. Provident insurance branch bia. Ana ye agency outlets. Obetumi so akɔ license broker bia ho penchiremu bia fresh 050-937-4928 anako providentgh.com kaisa wo yankronkro be here Ghana card and adwumako so be here tin number sene e nice nhyehyɛ tie
with Provident man you're covered.
Yadiaba Braki 1984 Enterprise at the Akuma Bites ne Akuma Atadu Ginger Lekono Abedjaso. Akuma Bites no yade 20 ni Shentia Pepre Nubna and Nutahini Ahuduo and Ayo. Enua Anna Mrantie Mabawa and Nipabinom at the Boanum Anakrewa. Unomuswa and Boanum Etoso. Na Anam or Dumankumanioma or the Ayoninti. A sign one for Swabebre. Afei Yasai war Akuma Atabi Ginger Leko. Ano de kewo jejejejejejejejan eye power enam atadwe ani akeka dro ninti se wotwa bia e ma wogina wona so peme di wakongosam ememam enti wedie nunum bi bubo bi na wo ho ensepew bitasi ubenya bi wo Ghana fana ba bia telephone 0249671984 akuma bites ni akuma atadwe ginjaleko ekwayo na edadin so
Otec 102.9 FM.
Right, yaba biem yantoa enjumade no so yanka mo se akoma bites nsa medical ni wala steady nkomo ba ma mensa nka o se correct waja se correct alcoholic beverage abeboa pa wo adamfo bi ana wo partner wo ni wo fie na adidi ai problem amano a so nim kakra no mko ade and recommending sabapa mano ala nzo ntwa akoma bites eno ne be mano appetite na watumi adidi kama na ebe ya se oba be she kitchen aye de se wo ye bi apopo nsa no kama so be dumre a wo se be mano ene nkwada ne be di ne nkura ne be di ne kama bigo mo do mu nya appetite bia mo appetite ne nyankopon achede ode ma akwara bia za akura ono stubborn on peduane na penyini no dia afi wo bete so ansa na watumi de da bia ni kwan se yesa e wo so no so timi fat taste correct enti mani twa akoma bitters ni akoma atadwele koni bia na beboa no eno achi so obesan siesie hunam sanse helps na wo no ano hye e koni mo no yare ahodo bebre ho no mo a betutu ase e be correct a lot of wrongs e wo system ni mu na ma hunam no asan sisi ne ho so enti wo so betwa bi pa de a e akoma bitters akoma bitters ɛwɔ herbs ɛwɔ mu a core system ni mu a ɛyi ntini ni mu amama ne srade ahodoɔ nyina firi hɔ ma mogya no tumi di afrusa ne kama ɛba ne sa mɛma asɛm gyina yie woyɛ ɔbaa so no watenka akɔdi no ho a na atwena bɛn kama enti no mu nsa papa akoma bitters ɛne akoma atadwe liquor ɛyɛ Blackie 1984 enterprise a ɔmo Kumasi srɛ so ɛna ɔmo de aba ɔmo sɛ ɛyɛ telephone so nkɔmɔ a na wabɔ ɔmɔden apusu ɔmo ahoma no pusu ɔmo ahoma no na ɔmo ne wuni nkɔmɔ na bibia ɛnyɛ kama akoma bitters wɔmo ɛbɔ adwuma number no yɛ 0249 671984 0249671984 ɛna 0245 105476 Sister Spices ɛyɛ 100% natural ɛnɛ wokɔ dwamu a spices no yɛ mu ahodoɔ colors ahodoɔ last bi pa na mekɔhu sɛ abokifo bi yɛ nam ɔmo tete bi agu bi ho na mu sɛ yes yɛwɔ spices mu colors paa masa ɛbɛbɔ wato dɛm ma waso ayɛse bɛbatwɔ de bia na yɛ recommend natural nneɛma yɛ natural bɔ adeɛ no ankasa ɛne bɔ ne direct yɛmfrɛ mu nyɛ hwee enti saa na Sister Spices no ɛteɛ tie ne yie ɔma yɛ spices a wopɛ sɛ woyɛ apɔnkye nkwan a wode bɛyɛ woyɛ fish nkwan because ɛno ɛma fish flavor yɛwɔ chicken flavor ɛno yɛ akokɔ nam ɛne ɛwɔ stew wobɔ abom correct paa stew flavor wɔ hɔ ɛne ɛwɔ beef nantwinam wohu light soup bi anaasɛ wode nantwinam no bɛyɛ jollof bi ne adeɛ a ne nyinaa yɛwɔ ho natural 100% natural Sister Spices ɛna mekamfo ama wo mo a mopɛ no dodoɔ atuo no mbɛkɔ adum pampa so anaa PZ Roman Hill so yɛtu bi tɔn wɔ hɔ Swami Market hɔ ɛna Bantima Market ɛnkranfo bɛkɔ CNB ɛne ɔkanhyi anaa wobɛfrɛ mu nyinaa Kumasi Accra Tamale Takoradi biribi ani Gɔɔso baabi a wobi ateme nka bia no fa number yi 0243 535025 0243 535025 ɛna 0279 1409 adomakyɛdeɛ no gu ahodoɔ ɔno deɛ ne papa deɛ ɔde gya no ɛyɛ nimdeɛ a yɛde sa ɛnam yareɛ through the herbal ways so bibiduro akwan so sɛ wakɔ akɔte ɛnam yareɛ bi a na wɔtumika de w'ani akyerɛ Favor Natural Healthcare san sɛ hɔ na Dr. Favor ɔno wa specialize ɛwɔ the treatment of STIs ana STDs sexually transmitted infections ana diseases ti kɔ Bola Junction ɛwɔ dɔte udru dɔte Bola Junction a ɛhɔ ɛna na so yɛ no bɛwuram kakraa bi Bola Junction wabɛnante akɔ anim bɛɛ 20-30 meters bi mo sɛ Dr. Favor ɛhɔ ɛna hɔ enti wodeɛ no ɛyɛ ode poa tumirika ɔbaa ode poa wɔ so a tumirika ɛfɛre koraa gonorrhea madam fumi na kan sɛ bɛrima a onya gono dadeɛ ba no kora paa sɛ ɛnyɛ yare papa ɛnyɛ yare a ɛwɔ sɛ nipa da sɛ na ɛtena wo so ɛtena wo system no mu kyɛ kora tumi kɔfa nsunsuanso akɛseɛ bebree ba ebi yɛ awoɔ ɛne problems akɛseɛ bebree timi srɛ kɔ Dr. Favor hɔ no tu gono na se ɛmfiri system no mu syphilis na ɛkeka no ɔbaa bɛrima syphilis agyagyagyaga waso bɛyɛ hye saa wonam nipa mu na ade ne kekaw mesrɛ wo bɔ mmɔden sɛ ɔbɛkɔ Dr. Favor hɔ ɛna UTI n'ani nyinaa yɛ dwonso mu haw ɛtumi dwonso mu dwonso bɛbrɛ saa wakɔte nam yare yi a yɛfrɛ no urinary tract infection timi srɛ ɔkɔ Bola Junction na wode frɛ Dr. Favor anadwo yɛ frɛ no na ɔkyena no patututu ne tu anamo 0245 378 255 0245 378 102.9Fm.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ nọ.
Amuzu bitters.
Wọ́n sè.
Amuzu bitters.
Amuzu bitters.
Ẹ̀kọ́ yíyẹ.
Na yɛ ka mo so sɛ Abapa shopping mall ɛwɔ Tafo 3 miles Sakasaka park anim hɔ a na wokɔ abenya dwadie no adi ɛbatwɛ Abapa mall ɛtontɔn nneɛma ahodoɔ deɛ free nneɛma ahodoɔ bi yusu no wɔ living room anaasɛ wo hall ɛkɔ bedroom or kitchen anaa wo office ɛna kyɛ sɛ deɛ wobɛdie deɛ wobɛhyɛ nyinaa bi wɔ hɔ. Abapa mall si home appliances na wopɛ ana ope appliances abe yusu no kitchen na waba ne ho machines de bebre ho wa pese wo to nnuane emo anwa ene chese canned ene tinned products ni nyina bi wo pese wo to provisions no aba ho wo to toiletries ho ope mattress ope furniture ni nyina etuntum bi na Abapa more accept online trading into say what their friend no wo friend a obetumi aka nneɛma wo hia obɛkyerɛ bi awo o may delivery no ama kama obeso obo mo shop so a Tafo 3 miles Sakasaka park ni mo a telephone number abe friend no 0593 386 133 0593 386 133 and 0593 391 848 open live band at the dwuma bi a no afro mo Hepa Plus live band wo omuni madwuma muni mnyombo na me ya adoma ofa kwasi wusu e chan waye na asese arrangement say Hepa Plus live band fo beba be ginam na wo mo na ebeboa na yie na e kama nti wo de ya behwe bibi nyame ya adoma on the 7th ewo Aswansi Methodist ye tie ni ye ope Hepa Plus live band ewo yase crusade ase wo ye engagement and wedding program bia we bia no omuni mnyum bia 20 fra wo mo 0593 386 133 na bibia enye kama na fi wanum Hepa Plus Pavi ena Plasmos Hepa Plus Pavi ena Plasmos eye enrumiensa Dr. Eben aoda Ebenage Production and Consult ano diaba say yen general well-being inti yenum Hepa Plus no yen twanyare we mum ebebo ho ban efri yare nkitwa ne akese nyinam assign ne components wom enwuma hodo eboa ma nipadua na timi san ho yare enu abon ho ban free yare hodo yare ne se ontimi mpo attack yo esan say Hepa Plus Pavini Plasmos awanum ntino we secure bo modern so beto bianom wotone mi ansa nyina boma 60 cedis ya hoden ko a enti tutumrika na ko heba so bi e ben de ota ye complaints nketwa ena ne me honam ya yemi sei me amentiapo me amenyare ena me ha ekina sei bra o system na e weak uhia Hepa Plus Pavi and Plasmos na aboa ma ne metuma kama tibe sho kona ko tobi o heba so bi e ben Dr. Ben say enkomo bi a obetumi afre no 0542 778572 0542 778572 and 0542 807 907 0542 807 907 na yebeko Provident Insurance Company Limited na Provident say afina shall see bim the time of the year yen vehicle insurance no bebre na awu ebisu wo hono mo a wakọ ami etwa fake wokọ ayi boys ni bi ago me twa fake ama osisi but me de me insist say wa nanti ko Provident shop bi e ben oni kutwa sanse insurance wo ya ma o car no won fa so bebre aside say eye mra a insurance wu a police to me chill no emfa so ni epi obi de betu na kroma ya kra na ya insurance companies bebre no o ma ya ama obese oji claims aya inti afa no ma no ma obi di twu car kra na oni nipa na gina nchen kwan nchen na mo ka yenya ne sa obi di car bow di mu a free insurance for so obi di car bow di mu nipa na odi abow di mu no ono so friend insurance company no sane ye no ba haru ya bonze trotro di twi wa na mo ko gina na mo ka sesen abra insurance bo me ka enti probably because one could try insurance papa one call provident for her nti usuro se kwa yemfa usika ma provident for say eba ne claims o ze do claims are fukra enti say comprehensive third party fire and theft and they were third party only ni na motor insurance bra baby now na sa miracle pay match ending no ultra insurance or provident why you ma fuel coupon adi ko bu fuel agu ka mu free umpe na apeden and there were exciting souvenirs I know so yecheche tiri nyina koso enti emia hudui okwa your offices wo ho no akwa your insurance kama swami yeben near decoration wa airport opposite DVL so your ho and in so opposite car bank obuase stadium road wa so your shop office wo patase brotherman sport nchen wa DVL Kumasi airport runabout nkoko station your ho and cooperative mampon asante mampon cooperative wo so ano your office wo ho nyina wo twa insurance a unya fuel coupon free souvenirs free now the call open chiremu bia so a obefre 0200 234 806 0200 234 806 and 0547 425 971 or say oh kwa de wo hia your Ghana card now you be our corporate we corporate personal or the kwa or say with tin number set tin number no so the Ghana card number na the register tin number until best we know for Ghana card no akucha insurance simple with Provident man you are covered my nwie diakun bitters ankunam bensu company limited funds anu adwuma diakon ebeboa mo etime diakon tieniye say you know ya na boys neta kan say unya match I represent boys na enti okun no ya na enye betesa se na bia betime diakon ye no say utwa diakon bitters a eno a na se kira no na beboa mo etime diakon se okun no eye didi a ube diakon kama se match a ube diakon diakon bitters udi akon and some papa no hangover no fuse a year for mema e won pam tieniye siesie o mema se ma kompa mu a unya hoden papa enti diakon bitters mahogany kakadro pepre kramanko ena ye dia hye kama ekoyi diakon bitters omada roma so afi world cup no omudi nipa ba ko be kwa akohwe World Cup final. Almost say, auto a bottle of diakon bitters. Unum content in a woman we are and 2 bottles in training. Or the bag be in the first trick kitchen or baby. Unum we are not yakushim. At appropriate time, no, ye be announcement of maybe a mode bottles in the beko. Ye be to akra de nipa ni tibe ye no, ye JVS amano, amanako MetLife Stadium. Ako share the World Cup final. Ebidu na Ghana, ye ni ABA, Brazil. Ana Ghana ni Argentina na ebo final no akohwe bi no aba enti diakon bitters eyensa papa e was sport any pub bi emu kro bi atime nka wo su bia no hyase ne twa diakon bitters ye yensan wo kumase ye kumase nhia ahinsan sorry ahinsan he ya ne yensan na ankuna bensu ya company limited am de buy say bibie ni a opedo do bia no fre 0597 57 8800 0597 578800 and 0244 606495 0244 606495 na oni o madi nkomo yento aso no nkran ba pounds ma dun wotwe Otec FM 1 ye fata wo na free ho ye fata wo na free ni nyina e bae in the AFCON final game of course between Senegal and host nation Morocco no entokwa enuma bebre nze kura say Senegal for supporters dunum e detain omo Morocco krom ho de nkrofo ne de ba ye wo mo no ya say basa ya de course no mutimi identify nipa be 15 18 bi a chi omo nyina a omo da so krom de demu wo afini ebedi omo asem adi omo de ba ye wo mo no now ade akofa asade nyina ba say before the start of the game no mo amu Facebook no mo join here Otec page no so na fe YouTube so Otec Sports Senegal official bi no share Senegalese colors oko goal post ni mo ba ko eko planti bibi ko share form eti aso enu nie oye the first pool and of course second pool ko the same thing ti oye nyina na Morocco for no bi aba park wadada supporters ni bi awura mo pool na che mo tie be crash there na wo ye aha enti ehɔ no mo se nkrofo we o ma ka mo ho ade sisi ese boys na mo kwaji saka wo nyina hɔ no mo kɔ o de nuru hɔ pa Senegal de sinia o ma bion onim bayi fa for no bayi fa omo ye Islam omo ye Muslims ba o ye so omo no omo nya triwia omo ye Rastafarian Muslim omo worship omo leader bi e wo krom wa bayi fa o ko TikTok omo wo bebre BAYE na fe FALL
okay
so omo ye highly spiritual highly spiritual the Senegal yes anima idea na South Africa akra de oman bia but omo de ya no see
okay
so share buy fa omo just omo take us akra share Rastaf won ko omo chant brutal
omo chant
she eja so omo ho yeso mo sika brutal
ba ko de o so obre ni o ba ko bo sabra fona ayo mo na
she
ilele
Edisinia Senegal ye omo jinema di pa omo jinema di nkofo ni jinema di so say ha na yesora na abompa ya abo wo de o Senegal for enti we no na start we need the genesis of bibi sepom ye ko fata wo ye ko yiwe ni nyina no e we ya sadi we ya
ma hu video no ba no kwense Morocco fo na nkasa so hwe asebe omo osuban fo ko nya match nkwa no me sade no stadium ho you omo against Nigeria Nwabali the other games no man show mu games ni nyina throughout there but there are 3 games ma have videos of it but Nigeria the end me share na final in so me share ya ko say omo suban na mokura no Africa ye kan ye ho kura mo se ye nkan mo nkan ye ho ade na de ye wa ha mogidi obi de ade be shepo ma but these are things that it is not even allowed in football in the first place. Say a player obi onye player na bi kwa na on technical team no once the stadium and the pitch is opened for say ye may shake up near only ho kwan say okọ pitch no so the way was something that was breached possibly be on count on a technical team said be obi tumanya kwan ewura so akwa they are fine but these are things that your belief and the psychological aspect of the game. The very good thing a woman say, individuals have been picked up. And they made it. One with Chelsea for fine, £150,000. Or money Villa no. Villa better cash out no. Sa na ibakuni 3 years. We hear the Premier League for no message na and answer almost statement norm the buy na. Time Villa share second goal no after the final whistle. And almost a star from Chelsea technical bench and Ed Tunzu Eko Villa for bench on them. The cameras net man capture ni pakro. Into normal final club minimum £150,000. We you identify individuals maybe 15. I'm paying for person more range of mujina mrenim. But here krum hanum. The cheapest some camera jina honi pair car sem no we are yes ya find team no team no ain't man control me say dey bizarre ma me pa all Blacks for fine on the mom against Kotoko no say omo ain't man control omo supporters bi omo call Kotoko hotel e be na all Blacks akọ control supporters omo ko bi hotel omo control omo supporters ne behavior em omo koye sa video ho ye hu omo na omo kasa omo okrom ha police wo okrom ho wo de opa mo bi outside football enko tutu omo obi okrom no menka so omo tutu ana onko koso any other crime bia police fo anya video e kire se omo hu so na ye do in criminal prosecution because of a suspect still on be hunting akwakofa no kroma why na ye bibia police for person omo che no moment man the positive development the Friday no ban say individuals be achi omo me na emede ye ko match venues na amafo ye nima bebre with impunity owia no afa no ho adi sometimes we police for no mom kwa de akrokro na defesem yes e kan omodwuma no ho
peace officers
yes enye de bia na in the heat of the moment ankofo bofu be waju say we arrest me say me boss bia na makai the then DSP ano ayi obuase Martin Asenso ne di numero mfi Martin Asenso when Ash Gold no omo supporters e charge on omo team no also we nipa no ne numbers na we waju say we arrest emwa to omo pick individual faces bi no omo betimi recognize omo ade che no omo Ash Gold management so omo ko fa sa ankofo na mara iti ye esua bibia free mu a the first thing we must learn from it and say yenya the laziest approach na ye de okroma say ade ni see ya ni ya charge football club and say supporters when man control mo when there are sometimes videos you bet ma hwe ma point say we ade we ade we I bet ma police for take course no na omo so ede justice ede abre but this is what we have mesre say Morocco for onso no out of year no any pain no of losing the title host and win no omo making sure say natural justice and omo the man nipa no so omo apeki omo no some ebi mu call to extreme because we who supporters are no obi Senegal supporters ni bia wafa ade quite be a plastic chair person they bo omo no more prevent omo kwa from some beba pitch no so me sure say video no sa supporters na omo free stance nim no person omo cross the inner perimeter pitch panels no advertising boards
yeah
omo kura akonya bi person omo de ball officials no omo stop omo no time a penalty no buy no crazy scenes ni hu ye no timra ebe na ema ana ebe fa the natural course I'm for it.
All right.
Yeah, you be free mu e wo yen ha.
China, there's a big game coming up in crying. Between we got a big game and saying maybe na be binti. I think I has 11 wonders do be good by 5. By ko tari and right here did Dramani. You be share game no near the hun common there. But Adrian I call All Blacks. Yes, I'm call All Blacks weekend in Yami Adma Kwesiada. And as Yoba Aristika, what they and Zematuja ahead of the game.
You know, it's very difficult all the game away. About, is more distance. Our team is traveling maybe 14 hours, 15 hours from the game. After need waiting from the pitch, from the training, from before the game, and after go from the game. But this is the football. I think all the people understand this situation and he tried the maximum and good program from this game. I know come back from the negative result about Adwana Star. Still trust is possible focus from the top. Me, the coach, I not go down about I lose from the nation. And now I am number 3 position and only 32 points. I have another more game and I try best every game and best result every game.
And some pain no.
Amuzu bitters.
What's it?
Amuzu bitters.
Amuzu bitters.
All right, so I know any senior and community but Basaka only start so Bakuma so many Kotoko mu coach Rashad Musa intino.
We are ever ready. Playing against Kumasi and Tikotoko at Babayara Sports Stadium is not an easy task, but we are preparing very well towards that and then making sure that on Sunday, God willing, we'll make Isma people smile. I don't think there will be pressure on us, on our defenders, because of Albert Amwa. Even though we know how good he is, he's a threat to every club in Ghana here. But we always have a strategy to play against all the attackers they have. Even though we know it's not going to be easy playing in Kumasi, but we love to play against them, and surely we are going to have all the 3 points against them on Sunday.
And Sana Lubinasha no manabo. And some pain on Amuzu bitters. What's it? Amuzu bitters. Amuzu bitters.
All right, so no. Now, and event because one crying. GFA Alanche, FIFA U15 Girls Regional Coast League. Not just say move by no. Sika. Ewo honti omba organize Emma U15 Coast League. Na Jumede na president of the Ghana Football Association, Kate Okreku Edem Komowe Etuja.
Officially launched the maiden edition of the FIFA-backed U15 Girls Regional Coast League. Today is not just another event on our calendar. Indeed, it is a defining moment in our deliberate long-term strategy to transform women's football in Ghana from the grassroots to the highest level. I wish to begin by expressing our profound appreciation to FIFA. Indeed, this initiative is a testament to what is possible when vision, when partnership, and purposeful investment come together in service of development. Since assuming office in 2019, my administration has been unwavering in its commitment to women's football. We made a clear choice to move beyond rhetoric and invest strategically and structurally in the women's game. From grassroots initiatives to elite competitions, from capacity building for coaches and administrators to improve league organization, we have indeed worked tirelessly to build a solid foundation that would indeed stand the test of time. The launch of the U15 Girls Regional Coast League is a natural progression of our shared vision. This league provides a structured and competitive platform for young girls across all 10 football regions of our country, ensuring early talent identification, consistent development, and increased participation.
102.9 Otec Sports.
All right. So yeah, Yemra has game this now. It's like a must win for them, especially after dropping points against Dreams. BB say virtually the same team now available for China, and the Phobians be person China be pick 3 points. Game be live on TV3 Unia any max. Ntemumi Ansabia Uchibia and a ball 3:30 and what na hunwa be UG Sports Stadium. And 11 wonders. Any crowd to folk at the Bonnie. Kobe.
Senior. A must win game. I don't think say a must win mom. But I think say judging from the last game, no dear did drama in the boys ni beat me and so mbema a modern mobi bema supporters no GD Akosro say the team is on its way to bebia ebia yina ye ni beje ho in the supporters perspective, because the who here against Dreams FC ni there e nyame nkwana has and lose all the 3 points. Refereeing error 1. And then on that fateful day too, Asarins also came to the party. About 2-3 brilliant saves to keep us in the game. Also before that game, no, has problem there. Obienim say all about goal scoring. But at the end of the team, even when they are not scoring, as a breaking the back line, no, to get goals, no, yana adding. But in the game against Dreams, Nadia, now when for Dortmund guys need to me bob ball, need open spaces, or has backline him, it create chances. The now can say born be internet, no. One genuinely entered, legitimately entered, but referees no a flagging offside. Oh, and now I had to say, I didn't need about how say, of course, goal scoring is a problem, but I say, Anna, breaking them no so difficult. No, I say, the who here in that game against Dreams, no, not Lucia, no, so. It was a sorry all over
the match.
Yes, and that is what moving into the game, no. I also did the
yes, the more issues there, but more bar against the club are make us more the most issues our league in 11 wonders. So indeed, and yes, a tough match be who be that has a number supporters as I do quite dream that yet to me. This is a game they should win comfortably.
Comfortably there. You look at the last time I has winning game comfortably in the league. What was the last time?
One can say they was it they must.
Okay. Now the BBC. Now compare one win, 1-0 be as all supporters
performance, no, because goalkeeper and man of the match. Dreams in your moments. It was a sorry the brilliance the man has avoided defeat.
And about consul referees narrow.
But the American say it's not no. Say has better 1-0 cry. Was 1-0 new can say 11 wonders no but some man of the match.
Okay.
Say the American I mean you
and they say yeah cut the same thing. Like the performance should be good.
The poorest team in the league. Omuna league munya but anyway, I mean.
But Dreams no so omu said that nya de bia o league nim sa o.
Oh, was a position there all the share. I mean,
Dreams na feel that Dreams nya 1, 2, 3 good games be no the about 9th position.
Oh, based on the league standards, you be far better.
Say 1, 2, 3 good games na here can. Wonders enya or compare Wonders ni Dreams nya Dreams na has.
No, even at all Dreams were 24 points, Wonders were 9. Difference of saying 15. And
yes,
15. Then senior
15 and 5 games.
Omo that poor. Wonders that poor. Omo that bad. And so Wonders my problems are. Then there should be question marks. And the man Amorim now
question marks they were harder now.
Amorim. Go see Wolves away. No, I said 4. But try for down 2 minutes more. Question marks were. What else?
Question marks.
I was a house set. I was a win so a year with less problems, less trouble, less worries. And you can say 11 wonders this man has goalkeeper the man of the match.
And I make sure say I agree. But the last game now has need Dreams a boy, you know. Has weapon this season, you know. Now science nature say they are losing it. Because now did the team no breaking them down, say who break it the back line, who create spaces, exposing them like that, no, nerding. And most of the times, no, now there's this talk about say they decide DM say when we say getting goals nerding to or can it to watch my ball to make sure say on so I won't concede. But Dreams game no expose your power. So it will not be about just scoring goals, but how actually on to be stable and they are very important. On and off for hearts of folk throughout the season. But as we speak, mathematically, hasn't so it me winning league ni money even though more chances no in misro, but mathematically they are still in the competition. Winning the league is still possible. So say you enter week 20, right? Now 40 more games to go. There's a long way ahead of us. I think the best statement that the debate me are making in this game no is to give fans no that indication is a team non lose ne strength. Now against Dreams no, it was just one of those things it me see in a game and now why that expose as if the team is completely bad. They need to make that statement. But of course, a win 2 is something that Ebeboa has. Me can say mathematically winning the league is possible. No, if they are able to pick the 3 maximum points, okay, a China away to Wonders, a struggling side, our chances will be to me pick it 3 points no against them. Ne was now. We won't say every position has ye, and the conversation will begin to change. Oh, but they see against dreams no a repeating who they are. I'm sorry, pressure be besha say about the drama ni so. It is a nice way. Unya any game bia on ubetimi a movie in to make that statement and to bring back confidence to say ubenya in this game against a struggling Wonder sider. To say they now Kanu. Clearly there are no signs to say omu tani omu situation around. But the danger in it is that sometimes omu da form no kra no it me sorry Emma that strong performance against Haas and Kotoko several times. Antino didn't need to post also kick and normal boom, especially a wedge. If you can't score, it's better you don't concede. Hanti he needs to work on those things any idea. But I think say Obiti say Hamza Amankwa Befi Abdul Karim Mo, at least they should be adding 1 or 2 goals to their play. Because it doesn't look like goals should be free baby, but those days where now what players in the house of folk set up are omutumi ebo set pieces the goals eban today it's gone. E come here say we left the Asari if we has team no more. There is no other figure I will bet me inspire team no to a certain level. It looks difficult, but I mean, did your manager till this stage? And I think against 11 Wonders, the Kanu, and you can say a ding biasa. But what I say, it should not be the case. Which one? That one, dear, I think I agree with you. Omunfa sa game we make it that statement. But you don't have the confidence. Say Haas is going to put up a vintage performance, a convincing performance with a convincing win against 11 Wonders. Why? Because Oko records num afia one year say ubit me one game like that Haas Ediama throughout the season. Enti Ejumano, it looks difficult, especially with challenges around among 4 year additions. He has a challenge and all of that. Enti did the shoes no, and we are hot. But wakoji ejumano, whatever be the case, no, you are expected say omodimun bekoye. Enti he needs to do well.
Over to him. Coast League so kosu or Ashanti region ha na ochina enomura match day 2. Nti ochina say na fixtures no etie. Ewo Asim zone hono. Kumasi Barcelona ne Corners Babies enebebo first match. Okay, enobe koso kuna du yadom. Ena ewo Baba Salus no Ashanti Kickers any state envoys, titi envoys now. Kotoko Babies any Yankees na fe Agudiapa FC any Star Wonders. Asukwa Zone no so Asukwa Royals any Georgia FC. Honeymoon any Roma Stallion. Figos any Kumasi Crystal Palace. Kontonchini Ablode. Hilltop any Gihawk and Ebebo. Central Zone so no Kalum Stars any Champion FC. Merima FC ni Kimfesa Babies. Aswansi Lazio any Sky Crystal. Omeboni nyina Central Police Park. Nyame adumwa ochina ena fekwesiada. Ena Ofori Chrome Zone so Soccer Masters any Super Strikers. Stadium Youth any Zap FC. IC Soccer Academy omo any Hope SC. Eija Arsenals any Ofori Chrome Rangers and afi Bomsu Dreams any Real Soccer Academy. The traditional coast clubs ni nyina nam say go. Say mood ya na Renari First Division. Say we coast Premier. Because Corners any Phantomas any Sahara any Ashton crowd say gapo ene na Kotoko Babies no. I'm sorry, yeah, ene Kotoko no Ashton.
Osei Akoto.
And then a lot of the traditional coast clubs as a omudi when you dia ira film ni ade. Anyway, sir. Rambi.
Yes, madase. Ma menhwe hasofo game no. Na ade ba ko a enwanwa pa. And say 11 wonders Ashe goes to do chain has whole league no.
You don't mean it.
Me na me catch you. 11 wonders Ashe 14 goals. E will league no. I concede 29. Has on the other side and has on the other hand Ashe 12.
12 goals in 19 matches.
19 matches. The 11 wonders na nya ye kano. In terms of goal scoring, Omo better than Hasselhoff. Omo share 14 goals in the league.
But it was a problem to clubs now. Was it like an important issue also be the two tables no more discuss because goal scoring.
Yes.
A problem with the league mo pa. Maybe there I've said say
coaches. Okay.
May I still stand by it say coaching no. I will say mo peja. Because your coach stadium senior nema your coaching be one man in Shinkrai. So it's like born now when TV so a man for a man so no. Different mra different bibia no mo de born as compared to here no because here no senior enuma bebre okwa enuma di goals ba no and a chances ne ba so a players ni mani nyehu ombotugu sa
yes
last time I can be sure I see penalty kura no enyehu e league ni mu
penalty
ya je penalty ato mo bi so monhye no usuro say obese ne chance obese
but statistics otherwise
the penalties in the do be an ball league but like
but I heard the rate of say Nipananyo successful league no na e form
obviously in the ball form
the statistics like, different
before
feeling no
before Nipa ne be kick ball no
yes
uti echira as a usuro manipa no
enhye
like scoring no a problem with league no a problem can say ba goals in man free set pieces corner kicks and fa goals ma free kick but that 18 box na no a enyehu attacking throwing bar enyehu ye cross ball ko box ni mu a enyehu corner enyehu long drives enyehu
on say no the pattern na ye the boss set pieces no and man ye chance but here her coaches no be adwun ye o say ehun yia nti no ye the ball na to obebo akọ na ya che de ato na ya bogu kick simply because on share dem a certain pattern na no kodoko ball free kick bi was stadium minimum so adwene ko so a players no san so 3 na ba ko fa ha na ba ko fa ha na samba pia ni pa ko entima ko fa bo na amo
nyehu
utim sa de no ma rehearse with training ground be do match day no omo ankasa no omo ba be execute na confused about
any problem with one club we got here after 19 matches the Washe goes to do pass 27 and that is Mediema
and the only the league no so no
ono a Mediema on say 27
make go kin no kwan so no 8 and 8
from 19 games
yes so you see Kanu and no one of those
Mediema said 27 goal stars are 19 average of 1 goal per game Kotoko Adriana say 18 Kotoko say 24 Haas Ashe 12 Samatex 14 Heart of Lions 18 Karela 19 Dreams 23 All Blacks 19 Nations 15 Holy Stars 17 Bechem United 16 Vision 15 Young Apostles 17 Brekum Chelsea 14 goals and Washe Hoho United 15 goals 11 Wonders 14 goals.
And no one should get me wrong, but when him say if not the solidity has our backline one has
and because goals in this
come by 12 na NA list goals are boy in NA list has an actually least number of goals I would league in them cause over 1 12 14 15 16 17 19 22 24 27 and that's it has actually least number of goals I would league in them in the has league no more no defense in the more cause all he has and so in away games 10 away games, we lose just 2. 2 and a has a lose away. And the good thing the woman said this particular game no, I'm more boy against him also 14 games in the league. 14. When you say games no match 2 games. That is 11 wonders. Match 2 games.
No draw 3.
No draw 3. 3 no kwano. Back we first game away at Baseke. And now you almost share Baseke in the reverse verse channel. To match 4 points all. And now money carry Latin if you board draw. And now money I think Hawaii United and so no a board draw. 3 drawn games plus 2 wins now more 9. Kanu they are that terrible and they are that poor. And the House of Folk, the only thing they need to do is to score goals. Because teams that has no more defending very well. Has conceded only 7 goals in the season.
We are talking of a league. They about 30 matches because it's 16 club league.
Yes.
It means a team back when the players to me say 22, no back 22. Out of 30 games no. If you are playing on boy. Okay, season at Chastel and Dumbo tired. Mahatma mo no 19 back 19 20 17 18 near there. So and just one player.
The standards.
But we are talking of a league. You both first round and we are starting second round. The entire team no has a 12 goals. Entire team has a 19, has a 15, 14. Our form. I will say coaches need to be addressing the issue of goal scoring.
You see, factors na ye bebree kwa. Factors ni bebree. Me makase Kanu me ben teams. Mahunu some of the coaches regimes or moye. But in the haste of decisions or making a pitch and so that is players no. And the mass animal in the AC. Ko chance ni bi obi boto twene wie. Na wo kura wo gina wo din say wo do hu che shoes no say wo na ogina na ball we buy. For example, ene Kimfaisa I will come to that game at home to Nsopon Fidelity. Omo win 2-1. But we na Kimfaisa keep an man of the match. You know what it means? He kept them in the game. Because there were chances omo botu big chances.
But me issue is say one club, 2 clubs we can address the situation here. But it's like a general.
A general no there not just say coaches ni nyina so nya de o.
Sana
person can.
No mean to me can say but like the issue of goal scoring is a general sir. There was a concern, matter of concern to coaches or stakeholder or league movie. Because still league no nima ade ba ko so a chairman for ba park say e goals. E goals.
Mami
ba ye ba kwa 90 minutes ni na 0-0, 1-0, 0-0, 1-0 not because chances are ya but chances ni na to egu. Number 2 and no ma betumi ama accurate chances ni ade bebre so no. Who a league ni mo corner ba enye hu ye cross ball na tre obi a ye cross ball na defending team no ma pema free ho. So
you see
the basics also mo page training me mo page trains and mo page training
the basics na ye the started football no ye ha a poorly taught obi abobo edu kotoko level wa abobo edu house level onim say we a right footed player or the outside foot ebema pass onim ye ontimi try kra to man a pass apart from play ojina the opposite side of the foot no the bobo no what you say that's what the inside foot never pass apart from players also outside or no mo no betimi the ball amamo yes I just done no ho I heard the other side and wa ball to the area central midfielders no so a right no person ball pass at the correct unzo o chim no ho kohwe o ma unzo obebo akoho meanwhile boy ye ehwi ade a Lami Yamamo Modric mo Estevao mo Bruno Fernandes mo ye no ball no kura no kwa no unim umbo ho aso de na echi no mom atwa pass na to na place na aka ne gua it the basics ne ne ma na ye de dane ball no esua e we yi kuruma no. Number 2 Kanu one other department sa de ne betimi de aka ho. Forget about Kotoko go no. Unim say Oko Stadium na sometimes o help referees ne critically. Most of the attacking set pieces no before you effect it na all planet or box no. Most of them it is the slightest push from corner and free kick e ba ball box no ye ebi okwa obeso obo ahwese no hyira no obo na obo kick ball na no ebedu box no obo hwese agi bibi. These are the set pieces and baby am no obey adwene no on coaches their technicalities. When was the last time I call stadium? I was a team be agi free kick ato the box no why wall I'm a player ko there actually. Coaches na adwene mo say say na hu hia obo
because on say Kroma any player be all that technical ability so we should do free kick under the wall
until he come back to coaching no baby am say no ya adwene
coaching
say then the opposing coach no must know say we am for player anto ntino you deploy a strategy say player no so omo because they are one be hwiri.
Yeah, but we are talking of a league once upon a time. So when it has Bona, Uma has free kick and a corner Fansaguti.
Dombote.
Yes. Chastela Ginechira Ehun, Dombote Ginechira Ehun, Emmanuel Sekufo Ginechira Ehun. Even a Imo, Edmond Copson money are there.
I say Mua Copson,
what I say. Those days, I only Kotoko, but 18 season, you know, Aziz answer, right back, no, I say 8 as a 9 goals. Meboa. Be a corner kicks. It be a, open play near, there be a penalties. It be a free kick, direct free kick from 18 box nature, but
no correct.
So what has changed?
Me who say, they are practicing something, but don't to mean perfect here. Because a corner kick, baby, and a free kick be a bar. Who's a technical team, no, a calling on O'Neill.
Samba.
Say, Uncle. Oh, I'm going to join the attack.
No, was very busy.
Oh, and there was another player. So no mama he be Joe. Say Abijina box nano. Eh no.
Basic.
Basic
too. So Oba swing ball a opponent box move. It means that ball come obi ahead. And amongst the Kotoko lineup, I think he's the tallest outfield player. Samba O'Neill.
Sure.
And you won't mean you're freaking the corner no occasions when you actually also call attack. But the problem is technique and ipanibo free kick now no say once the more page back is in the trees of him say yes and no bina mo you be see who say
Lord more practice training ba kukura wa ha I think against King Faisal and Saka Dauda pim say
yes it is Sani man bebre no or no mo bobo na was said dead and Kotoko nko na make in this instance
media mom so mbo ba ku bi ma samba pim ye man fa phone say but you see Kanu wow here Chelsea any Arsenal game this season the Chelsea ball home rather and the red card be PM no
keeper red card nana
there be
no, I think that was against
Caicedo red card league game no
okay
Kanu here obi a hwe game no be kai ana say opa ko hwe biem uni ma dia na Maresca ye Arsenal nya corner omo de be shenti no Arsenal nya corner na no 3 players from Chelsea up center to stop Arsenal from lining up in their box no or the 3 players are beginning baku or wing baku will say baku jina mfimfini so Arsenal will have to move about 4 players from box no to make sure say obe neutral there no person or more with counter attack no and Arsenal were poor with their corner kicks so that day it's a coach always BB against how you will use set pieces. And this is make say hano. Coaches na junior almost say ehun hia saade na ehun hia. They don't even practice so practicing so kura na ye the normal thing no.
Normal one.
But can it come back to individual players and so. Sa direct free kick and the corner no so no. Beyond training because coach intimi nko training session na the whole day or say obi amebo corner ni bia no obi amebo bi. Beyond normal training no. Individuals be sure that perfect saade no. Japan training on nko a obo o shepo boss no ba no o shepo ba sa o ba begina match me be o say ye duru but ye pon emfo obi aho bi
this same set piece here na nze na makati di gini di o as gold ne
before makati kura na yi donsu kwesi donsu
yeah
no so peja bi o ye league ni I think say one season o shebe 8 kura e o ye league
no say Salim so bon kakra
no so
Salim Adams
direct one
Salim Adams
our Bobby so
I mean, some of these things, I see more.
No, but I see
cross the ball, pine na dem
says can you create woman ni say clubs no even no more person or more no they are limited because abro fi say who say some of training sessions who say more practice set pieces with some or no messi ho ni e say bonus setting way men faso
say obi na o kire say bonus setting way man faso no ono no ye technical person a owo nimdie o sa field
ne ho no
one so omo no ma progress ya do state say omo fa defensive coach omo fa even strikers coach ono de mobile training no na dwuma ne say strikers no o kire wo mo say ball beto ha boni say the ball kwa afa ha ye way use technique say no mo kire wo mo so what you say fine you need the capacity to accommodate some of these portfolios well your technical team no but the main problem has got to do with the fact say your league about me akọ one match corner is be 15 bet me play one match mu ba ko kura ni wa ehu ye boma na ehu say ya boma na ehu bo se be bona defender apem ye bona atre obi a ye boy nupu mu ye bona afa nche kwont
like mentality no kan kofi na no na me ka say the ntia prof no mo send o mo center backs na de ba ne say onim say obetuma advantage from corner na free kick no ba yen ha o center back na ko o mmienu nyina akọ because of height sometimes e be call full back no ko bi but the obobo no betuma bo am na ye wo disadvantage because wa mo ni
everyone say na me
obobo na wi ama ball na sa beti awo na unya free kick no because ba bi obobo no to ye no say oboto twene kura dey sometimes you are safe but obobo nto ba bi opponent betuma fa e dey counter ball no unfortunately opponents so counter ne conversion here poor nto onso ntimi punish wo in the end mumie nyina mafa mo hodi na bona kwesai ba baby a again coaches ne de bebam ene say yahwe FC Barcelona a mo akwa kopie mu Anfield no mu kwa 3-0 no mu free mu all because Trent Alexander decided to be smart with corner Barcelona from position omo hu yi yen ha wa hwa anytime the opponent benya corner no obobo na say ya the opposing team the defending team na dwen say it is time to delay the ball no kwa ya to abre no park so on fair no na keeper na shede san ho kwa akiri ho o kofa ball na wachi when obetuma a quick restart because center backs me no aba sometimes defensive midfielder no kwa aba but coaches no sorry to say ehun the wisdom into it say on be ebia one team being fanto no say when Saturday ni see a wo be one striker bi o fast and say winger bi a quick restart no bobo no de akwa no but we yeah box free kick next say and corner next say it is time for the defending team to delay play
and allow the opponents to settle
na opponents na free ho akwa ko do throw agina yi eno kwa referee abo hwese so mo ball na mara no no gina ho wo gina ho a sa no bobo na free
no senior to be honest goal scoring should improve. I was say improve because numbers see there
poor
and so any
you see the media man there no so yesterday say some media man na share most goals what can I say 27 and
yeah 27
cause scorers chart no so na ko he you no see their players to omo there no there who say a team emotion omo set it out and omo ko goal stars on 19 goals yes na okay 19 no atakumi ashes en ono kwa 8 and almost half of them goals no almost ono kwa na ashe it we atakumi free goal stars team no mu a it means they would have been poorer it technically coaches no enema omusua no
Bayern Munich 18 matches 71 goals
ya hodi e ko ha o be say agoro na mai o be say no e interesting wo fa any metrics bia e measure leagues e wa abonten now the better to ye de no ahwa nkofo be ka say ball no na wo mpe league
say senior ye league no emu nya de nchen ye league ni mu nya de nchen de boyo as in quality no yes I agree say nti say the European top leagues in near there. But yesuni idea was yetumi say yesuni idea.
That is what I'm saying.
Goals. I was say board here. will say goals bem. Wow. Oh yeah, no send you can antics in the lane see anano the binze kotokoshe ya anyine. Ha dreams say ya anyine nti two goals.
Referees no so for 2 goals.
2 goals be was a you can't get number of goals as you league in as a free because of refereeing.
Alison Becker to me assist from quick restart.
Yeah.
And you know Pickford itime
yeah.
Na Edasi Moraes will league no so itime bi. Na Nick Pope Krano was also good at that. But yeah hano. Messi a ball no keeper na chi no tare na bono. No wada form. Wa chi na tare no bumomo.
Upper way point back we.
No the other form. No the ball no so. No we put na nine back hwesoro.
Ade ne Kamara
try say goalkeeper.
Kamara na ye ho ade pa.
Say quick restart no.
Use what take you off on what two ball no tin.
Enti saa ne mani nyina no e opportunities a KBR restart play no am team advantage. So the referees, the coaches must understand say any who create open play chances no kwa the winning game. And the fact is that any near ye kan. So only media me bobo no mu decide say on be ade na make say Maresca ye bia. Ma omo quick wingers. Anything na no ye free Black Stars omo 2 players wingers the koye. So we get 2 wingers at the time I will corner and a free kick etiana. It means you cannot even attack one cause free kick na wonyano. You must bring in players, possibly your 2 center backs now Joe Mudi some bit me and neutralize them. As well say you free box room. But you don't see this in our games. It is the technical team no our problem. And we cannot forget the technical training. Though coach be our ni treat ni philosophy ni strategy of the game. But sa technical trainings no moyema referees no sorry coaches no ewo FA no aso no what kind of modern trends of football no any chances creation no money o no. And you cannot be too sorry to say too arrogant. You started you long throws you free friends the Premier League no obi an what now say obi na de buy intino men kokopi bi o the 20 clubs ni nyina no ne omunya true na ya attack na kayo de ball no konja no ade tawo
kayo de
would no attentive kese obaka the ball no want to na buy it said they will be the na bobo eba. So the coaches and the training here the more so from you know I say it tailored towards modern trend of football. And that's you be 90 minutes no you pia and say ya ni aba 2 ko game no ma wo ha 1 goal bi 2-1 1-0 sa unza tia fa so 3-2 and 4-2 I no kra no so no Ghana need to menye sa score line ni okrum ha 3-2 4-2 na ya yo say da bra asem wo ho. So one thing I say ya me ye nyina ya dwene koso.
All right.
So before that na ma menye ayi ene me call Baba Sports Stadium King Faisal ne papa nse Kofi Boa me o say nsupon ye ne kan nsupon o say obokru ndin ye pa kire and Fidelity na o hwe game no closely na o hwe 2 teams no strength o mode ba game no mu a na Kanu I will say na wo King Faisal players no e wo energy pa and now we have Fidelity game plan and omni it was just to stretch them wide and use almost striker now na lead go king zone 2 no so we Kumasi here and then supporters be by omukura achu wa unipa achu achu ba stadium okura banner bi a o print and the pictures and the name was so omo the best support no. And clearly coach Angelo Didon from Dwarfs last season, and so I think so joining on the third or fourth game I spoke with him at our stadium who trait of the new who Dwarfs no this particular team our which is Fidelity for team no. And Nana Kofi Boateng, the president and owner of the club no, after the game any interaction kakana na me so say ne die ne say opese o 30 players no tom nti wo hwe omutim na enkwada be uhu obi ani watim say we the teenager pepepe na omusi akan the level of game om the marking face ane no Senye energy level of Kingfisher players na wasro. Kanu kebe asem foforo. And the understanding of two coaches, any do no be a person or be person or prepare born and will be a team num. We will energy to defend well and hit on counter attack. And congratulations to Kingfisher for this 2-1. ASR games nibia obolu fear ultimately lose nibia. But they took a 2-goal lead after omunya penalty. Na omoto associate second goal through a corner kick. Set pieces na kentina makoka. And in the time added on, Fidelity in Subenya a penalty almost the take Canada Akomani 2-1 and it became tense for the last 3 minutes now. Near Sports.
A
very good game.
Never man phone can be 0505-225578 0505-224944. Friend and found from me into our drink before I be sorry so my counselor Abesom na Odim Komo Kanu Abre.
And sana nubina shano manabo. And some pain no.
Amuzu bitters.
What's it?
Amuzu bitters.
Amuzu bitters.
All right, hello.
Hello, good evening, boss.
Yes, sir. Boko Minian also.
Boss, I'm saying, no when you call Baba, you're supposed to be pitching us. Boss, after this, the best friend. Madam, I'm not going to call pitching us after the air. Madam, now I can't call it.
All right, Mr. Medasi. Hello?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir.
I'm talking to Lincoln.
You too.
Yeah, so we got in the Kaiman. I really don't know why I can't go back to work. I am not just why you're in the before that. Also, I asked you about Sokoto Master, but I don't know what to try to I can feel.
Okay, you're that's it. Hello?
Yeah, Mr. Kanu.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, me pacho. I will cook Steven the conta.
You, Steven, you too.
I said that would give you program no me free. Yeah, me said team pa by I am mommy mobile munchian why.
You yati.
We were there conta. Me pacho me chia Mr. Paul Mensa or Asante Achudam pon what team pa.
Okay.
Because we shanty region we pa yankopo onchira mo pa na problem na mo kan wata mo no e very important internet kanita ye players no mo bobo Ghana ha no asa mo bebre na nhede ni mo adwuma mo ye o park no so half ni dream to ball mo born and Hussein ball nya yesi we keep a load from that also type of ball fan so na ka shegu no dia jodi ba we apen o ka ko tengo ki pa ye we broni an ko mo je darada bon uti ye bi ye na o juma dia we ye no ya ma wati an ko poncha
yo yeah that's it. Hello. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Galama kuti.
Yo gabe timi atun wa free radio no ananka ye din komo.
Yo. Afede.
So kaza wo sa to kasa wo wana.
Ma ko chiri kakra.
Afeyeti o yanko.
Chedi ma sene na pa mi bo ma ma jana. Enti ye mu bia o be sokutukum. Kama kutukwa sale kutuko. Ye kwani. Kutukupa. Jumani de bisa yesi kana ucho. Jumani mu modimo. Na jumani mu modimo ni du ska bebro. Ye du you don't put the DM not to make you anymore. A woman now won't go no. So you play out, who you team manager, who you coach you, a Mexican you and him. Like Juman, you DM and you and him. What you are we, the pigeon, nothing to say, you do not win in yellow. And the man was a carbon. Yes, I was a media to tell me, yes, me, who is schedule you, who will Juman. I will attend to that, and I will be done on the I am the Akoto. Why? Will some nobody play? I will go chat up. No go on my start. ready to go. I can't know what so the team that we are. And then you have to be in football ground. If you can't show me your football, woman, you the one for come and tell you now, woman, you and you can't be able to the other.
All right. Yes, your dad say. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Mario.
Major Sunya, would you send out free?
Paso, Uduni, because every Kumaga.
You.
Open your way, the mass is in the dia, the young boy. And can say, Piano, equality. You wish to papa. Which is done now, so it's done now. So it's not just because say, common people please be our say, not a mark, then not send a bear from which is done now. So my, and not the bear no can a pattern once you couldn't enemy. Yana will come, look on Yana and Siafu. The Pia will come. It's a place to the ball of play. It is here and the Pia can say, and Penifona won't be at home. Omono yana omontiana because you say amam na so say for omanya na ye kra no ye fitia na ebobo no mkwenye fitia so bobo and omanya fitia papa e ma omutini mo bobo pack no so oku say bibia program che ye Ghana isia ye pack ai enkoyi benefone de bia yana ukasa nsi pa benefone omuche ema omunye papa mai ne be ya PS da pattern so bobora mbetini enya akugotina bobora ma mbone tina koso that am gas na misha
yo ene ye beda mu nyina mwase na ye de n'adwumadi ni nyina asi ha nyankopon ya adoma akwasi ada no pa ebo no nkro a ebesa aba be hyase aye foforo eno ye friend total sports ye de bre kwasi ada no pa bia akopem na wi aso ansa na Mrs. Kate apia boatin beba no na chese ye wuram yi pa enti ye do bi ase ye di si ha ye sorry so councilor Jako I ready will take you over na ibeda se scandi ni kofila bi ase saranso na last sikapa na Eugene Maradona e frame Kanu Yankopon adoma kwesiara no pa e be sai ni mo hia
enyelia me abwanoji kogbo